All right. Hello, chat. How's it going? Hopefully well. We're back. We're continuing with the Metal Gear run. We left off a little bit into Snake's Revenge, which is definitely still the weakest of what I've played of the series, but it's not that bad. It, at the very least, is like comically difficult at times, like just complete bullshit, nothing but. So it's got content to it, that's for sure. And you know, having chat write question of the day has been great and all, but what the hell do corn dogs and Pop-Tarts have to do with one? Like, what is this comparison? I'm trying to think. I could take one of those and use it, but like, what? Corn dog versus Pop-Tart, what do you... When am I gonna be in a situation where I'm choosing between, like, oh, do I want a corn dog or a Pop-Tart? I mean, I guess the situation probably exists, but I was out of ideas. Can I ask question of the day? If you have one. I'm trying to think with those. What's like a similar thing to a Pop-Tart? Like what else? Because, you know, you kind of like make Pop-Tarts. There's supposed to be like something that you make in like the toaster. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a breakfast item. So like what's an alternative to Pop-Tarts? Like what's a direct competitor? Oh, a toaster strudel. Oh. Hold on, I'm opening up my document with all the question of the days, my like 4 pages of question of the day. I've never put a Pop-Tart in a toaster. Where have you... Do you just mean you've never made like a warm Pop-Tart? Hold on. I'm writing this down. Right? You gotta have the warm... You have to try a warm Pop-Tart. It'll change the way you eat Pop-Tarts. The one thing is you can't toast it. Like, you want to toast it just so that it's, like, warm. You don't want to, like, fully toast it. I once saw someone toast their Pop-Tart to the point where the frosting melted, and they got like a really warm and toasty Pop-Tart, but all the frosting was off of it because it literally just like ran down into the bottom of the toaster. They just melted the frosting right off. Okay, hold on. I'll get the game going in a second. Favorite Pop-Tart flavor? I'm not huge on Pop-Tarts. I probably... out of what I've had, because I really haven't had very many. There's the one frosted strawberry. I think it's called frosted, or it's like really, it's like, I don't know, strawberry with like sprinkles or whatever the hell that is. They're not really sprinkles, but it kind of looks like it, is the best way I can say it. Probably that one. Probably that one. Anyway. I got this. There we go. I'm ready. I'm ready. Oh wait, I didn't kill the music. I knew I was missing a step. Hold on. I'm not carrying a portable toaster. Well, if you're having one like at home because you're lazy. Oh. What's the hotkey for... I don't know. I don't know what... It is F7. I was like, I don't use Nestopia often enough. Did you load the state? It doesn't look like... Oh. What? What's happening? Okay, there we go. For a second, I was like, did you load the state? I don't think anything changed. Now we're here. Got it. Command, he says. command. We're off to a great start. Why is the mine detector so weird in this game? I forgot that it that it was like this. Oh. What? What? Huh? Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't even write a question of the day. Hold on. I'm throwing it in. I'm throwing in toaster strudel. Is it 1D in toaster strudel or is it 2? I think it's 1, but I'm double checking. It's 1. At least both people who said toaster strudel said it with 1D. Isn't this the worst out of the classic games? That is definitely the popular opinion, and I am inclined to agree. Oh, also, you know how like the last 3 days in a row I've been like, I'm gonna go buy Stronger Hold hair product. I actually did. I did get the Stronger Hold product. So far, it's only been 5 minutes, so we'll see how it plays out, but... Oh, son of a bitch. Okay. I'll find a battery then. Don't worry, I got this. I have no health. There are mines that I'm literally forced to step on because game is fun. Just get a haircut, then no need. Well, I already got the Stronger Hold. Oh, the checking the doors. It's okay. Just give me a few minutes, and I'll be used to the game again. But it's slightly painful. I couldn't even beat the first level, which could be a skill issue, but the game sucks, so I'll take the L. When you say the first level, do you mean like just the jungle area? Because honestly, the jungle sucks. The jungle at the beginning with the spotlights is so stupid. Aha! See, I could get a haircut, but that defeats the purpose. So what happened to RuneScape Break? I just haven't done it. There's not really a reason that I haven't. Oh wait, I got the battery. How many grenades can I carry right now? We're at 15. Oops. Now I know it works. The helicopters and the spotlights, the jungle. It's terrible. Jaundice Snake's Bizarre Adventures. Jaundice Snake is absolutely the best name for this non-canon snake that we could have come up with. Secret entrance must be somewhere on the grounds. Thank you. I'm glad that I went and sought out that battery. Is that another call? Oh no, it's the same one. Okay. Yup. Snake's Revenge, everyone. Hello, Gustavo. Orange Snake, Jaundice Snake. Just immediately when I saw it in chat when we were trying to come up with a name and someone was like, isn't there a condition that will like turn your skin yellow? And immediately I'm just like, oh my God, Jaundice Snake. It's just Latin? No, man. There's, no. Drops. He's not, I mean, the clothes are orange, but he's not orange, he's yellow. I think he just has a, like, 100% skin coverage case of jaundice, that's all. That's the canon at this point. As far as we're concerned, at least. Have you watched Escape from LA? I have not seen the movie. However, I am very aware of the licensed like tie-in game that they did. The game is fairly notorious for being one of the worst video games ever. So I have heard if that's where this is going. I've never seen or played it. Or no, I think I've seen like a few minutes of gameplay of it, but it was a long time ago. I wouldn't like remember it. But yeah, I know that there's like a tie-in video game for it that's just awful. I chose the top one because I don't have a toaster. Both of them, wait, no. I don't think I've ever eaten a toaster strudel without toasting it. I think you can eat it. It's been a long ass time since I ate a toaster strudel. I think the max rations at level 3 are 9. Let's see. I'm at 9 right now. This is the best part of like the first 2 Metal Gear games is finding an item spawn and just dipping in and out repeatedly. Oh, that's right. You keep toaster strudels in the freezer. That's why. I was like, I thought you could eat both of them without toasting them, but no, that makes sense. And I need the key again. God damn it. First episode of the new Fargo season. Are they still doing Fargo? Nick says to be careful of John. Thank you, random hostage, who has apparently seen our fellow operative Nick, but Nick didn't free you. I'm thinking too much, clearly. A Pop-Tart or a toaster strudel? I sometimes I feel for the Europeans in chat when I hear things like this. I'm sorry that you were not blessed the way I have been my whole life with Pop-Tarts and toaster strudels, that is. Oops. Minnesota nice. That's the opening screen, and aggressively, it's literally just the like Urban Dictionary definition for the term Minnesota nice. I'm pulling it up because this is a very, like, this is a common term to describe people from here. An aggressively pleasant demeanor, often forced, in which a person is chipper and self-effacing. What is effacing? To make oneself appear inconspicuous, no matter how bad things get. Is that genuinely just the opening screen of the new episode, the first episode of the Fargo season? It's a great way to start. Fargo is a place where everyone needs to be Minnesota nice. I've been there once. This new toaster strudel via a tasting Canadian food video. So they have them in Canada. One gives you diabetes and one tastes like sand. The beans on toast is still, like, I can't get over, at least the UK's version of beans on toast. Because Mexico has something that is beans on toast, but it's better. I can't remember the name of it. I'm closing the game one more time. I need to Google it. I'm literally gonna Google Mexican beans on toast and hope it comes up. What? No. I don't want English beans on toast. I want Mexican beans on toast. Why are you giving me English beans on toast? Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. I found them. The Mexican beans on toast. You guys are not ready. The Brits are about to shit themselves when they see this. All right, you guys, hold on. Let me pull up English beans on toast. Let me get a picture. I'll pull over the English kind first. We'll get a little comparison going here, right? All right. I'm not going to intentionally grab the saddest looking picture that I can, because there is a picture here that actually is just like, I can't. No. This is at least like done on a nice piece of bread. I'm giving your beans on toast the best chance it can have, Brits. All right. This is the best that I can give you for a picture. However, comma. Okay. You cannot compare to the way that Mexico is doing it out here, because look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Now, look back at this. Now look at this. It's no competition, even just visually. But then, let me read you the ingredients. This picture is from like a recipe to make it at home. Let me just run it by you, right? You got the refried beans. You got your bread, obviously. You got a little butter, a little cheddar cheese, some red onion finely diced, some lime juice, a half teaspoon of chipotle paste, little chipotle in there, some olive oil, and some salt and pepper. And then these guys have topped it with a little bit of creme fraiche and coriander. And yes, I know that's not how you say it before anyone. It's a South Park bit. Because as soon as I said it, I knew someone wouldn't get it. It's a South Park bit. Creme fraiche. But you don't even need that. Like, without that, they're killing it. They're killing it. Mexico is the food god. I really like like authentic. I don't like Tex-Mex. It's fine. Tex-Mex is solid. It is what it is. I don't hate it. But if I'm given the option between Tex-Mex and actual Mexican food, no contest. It's like English beans on toast versus Mexican beans on toast. Yes, there's a name for it. Yes, I'm now forever going to call it Mexican beans on toast. But if anyone's looking for that recipe, it's called molletes. That's what it was called. I got the name, but the picture I just had to share. Wouldn't eat either of them. You wouldn't eat pizza 2 years ago. Ow. So that doesn't shock me. We eat beans with rice? I feel like beans and rice... Wait. Beans and rice, like... side by side? Or, like, mixed together? Because that's different. I was about to say, like, beans and rice are normally served together, like, a lot of the time. In a lot of places. But then I realized that, what's it? That they might be, like, a mix. Mix? That would be new for me. I haven't had beans and rice mixed together. Okay, I have my memory from the first time playing, and I believe this was the first moment during the Snake's Revenge playthrough where I needed to look up a walkthrough. These streams are fun because now I can, you know, in the videos, I can complain about how hard it is to figure out where to go in some of these games at times. This one, I can show you how bad Snake's Revenge gets replaying it on stream. What I remember is that underneath one of these, oh my God. Okay, apparently they spawn guys with rocket launchers. There's one that doesn't have a guy with a rocket launcher under it. And that is like the secret tunnel to progress forward. And you're supposed to just find that because you got a call telling you to look for a secret. And that's your breadcrumb. From there, just figure out the plastic explosive thing yourself. God damn it. I forgot that some of them had dudes with rockets under them. That's crazy. That is so, like, there's no reason for that. That's just extra. My God. Jesus Christ. Was this the room where the plastic explosives were? Hiccup. I drank the caffeine a little too fast. It's hitting me. If anyone here has ever thought, why does Cole get hiccups so often on stream? It's because I drink my caffeine too fast and I inflict hiccups. Being paid to wait under boxes with a rocket launcher. You forgot the with a rocket launcher. It's important. Oh my God. One of these. I need to eat food, actually. Because you can't. Okay, there we go. Oh. And if you open the inventory screen, it deloads your C4. Yeah, there's a reason that people are very harsh on Snake's Revenge. I was more generous with it than most, but I still was like, yeah, this one, I mean, did I not just check all of them? Oh no, I didn't check these two. Is it one of these two? I checked these in the corner, right? What card were you? There. I wanted my food back. I knew this was the one with food. Is there a specific place where the tunnel is, or is it random? It's specific. It's one set location. I'm starting to think maybe I slightly misremember because I played this back in November. I played this in November, so it's been a minute. Maybe one of them is the tunnel and I have to kill the guy who pops out of it and then just jump in. That's very possible, if you ask me. Oh my God, hold on. Mine detector. Yep, there it is. Oh, and now I'm gonna have to plant another one. Give me my gun. Yeah, so you can kill them, but it hurts. And only one of these is going to actually have a secret tunnel under it once I do kill the guy. Oops. The menus are not all that great to navigate in a speedy manner. And I'm dead. But it wasn't that. It was not that pack of sandbags? I don't know what to call it. All right, anywho. I don't think we need an event trigger because we answered the call. I think that the transceiver call is the trigger. Okay, that was just me going too fast. Oh no, this is the one you go through. And I do have the kind of control to skip one. But you see, I am a gamer. To put it plain and simple, right? And beyond that, I might be one of the most determined gamers you'll come across. So even if I have to play Snake's Revenge a second time instead of just the one time, I'll do that shit. I'll do it. CD Keys has Tekken 8 pre-order for $48. Why did I not check CD Keys before I... Go buy Tekken 8. I'm shilling for this game before it's out. I've seen those trailers. You can't tell me that the game is gonna come out bad. We've seen those trailers. There's like a 0% chance the game comes out and it's shit. I've talked about my one worry that we just won't know until launch day is like, obviously netcode is like a make or break thing for Tekken or for any fighting game. More than most multiplayer games, netcode can entirely destroy that experience, right? But that's like the only thing at this point that could ruin that game. It's the only thing. It's got crossplay. It has, as far as I know, like content-wise, right? It's got a full single-player story that's like super cinematic and shit, that we've seen a lot of it in trailers. It has Arcade Quest, which is a mode where you get like a whole side story with your custom character that you make, where the game literally has like a little custom character mode where you essentially like start out at your little local arcade just playing Tekken there as like a total noob, and they teach you like the basics of Tekken. Like they teach you like how to sidestep and what the 1, 2, 3, and 4 buttons are and shit like that. Like the very first things that you learn. But then as you keep going, you'll like progress through the world of competitive Tekken with your custom character, and it will keep teaching you more about the game, like mechanics and stuff. I know one journalist who got to play a lot of it early on mentioned that like later into the arcade quest, it even taught things like Korean backdash, which if you don't know, is a piece of tech that comes out of Korea, South Korea, the South Korean Tekken scene, to be able to like backdash and move away from your opponent like twice as fast as you're supposed to be able to. It starts to teach you shit like that when you get further into it. And it also has like character specific tutorials. So if you're playing Kazuya while you're doing the arcade mode, a lot of your tutorials are going to be specific for your character, like teaching you just how to play that one specific character. And so for me, I'm like, that is one of the coolest ideas that they've had. I really want to play Arcade Quest, to be honest. I honestly look forward to that because I'm not very good at Tekken. I'm like the upper end of the scrubs, right? Like I say like scrub, right? Like just go in and press button scrubs. I'm on like the upper end of that tier of Tekken. I'm pretty shit at Tekken, even though it's my favorite fighting game. It's funny because it's my favorite fighting game, but of the big ones that I play, it's the one that I'm the worst at. Easily. Like I'm really good at Mortal Kombat at this point. I played a lot of MK1 just like with friends and stuff, and they were teaching me like the cool shit that they were seeing on like YouTube and Twitch streams and stuff. They would just like tell me how to do it, and because I'm more used to things like Tekken and Street Fighter that are more input dependent, I could just have them like say it and I just be like pushing buttons and I could do it. And just from playing like 30 hours of that game, I got pretty damn good at Mortal Kombat. Of course, all of that happened after I streamed through the single player, which is great. So no one actually will know that I'm good at Mortal Kombat for sure for a long time. But I got really good at Mortal Kombat a couple months back. Street Fighter, I was shit when Street Fighter 6 came out, but I started to get pretty good. I got up. It was a big training arc for me, Street Fighter 6, because people who were there for like launch day stream when I was playing ranked, I placed into rookie. on launch day with Kanye. I placed into rookie. Now, or at least back when I stopped playing, because I haven't played it in a long time now, but I got myself up to platinum on Kanye before I stopped playing, which isn't great, but considering where I started, I was like, oh, okay, I've gotten pretty good at this. You know, you take into account just the starting point, that's a pretty big jump. Son of a bitch. So I think that Tekken 8 for me is gonna be like my time to actually get good at Tekken. It's got all the stuff. It's got everything to keep me playing. Oh my god, it wasn't that one. Street Fighter 6 has gone on sale. It's never been like a deep sale, but it's gone on sale. One of these days, I'm gonna find the secret passage. You think grenades would maybe be better? Oh, I could like run around him with these. Okay, never mind. Grenades are not better. Grenades are not better. Oh. God damn it. I was gonna buy Street Fighter 6, but I played 5 a little before it came out, and I disliked it so much that I decided it would be financially irresponsible. I mean, I thought Street Fighter 5 was okay. I thought 6 was great. 5 was like, I played it a little bit. Not really. But 5 is also considered, although it depends who you're talking to with a lot of it, because 5 when it came out was like no debate the worst game of the Street Fighter franchise. But 5 nowadays, most people say it's in a good spot. Although I think there's a lot of balance issues in 5, from what I understand. Okay. Oh my god. I should honestly, I don't know. I don't want to use the pistol because like the guys are sitting still and I know that the pistol's better, but I kind of want to save the ammo. Oh my god. It's almost 200 per CD. Just stream it. Yeah, I don't collect music personally. But I know some people who are big on collecting. Whoa. I love that I started at this point in the game. I love that this is where I left myself to come back to. Give me some grenades. Third Strike is peak. I haven't played much of classic Street Fighter, but 6 is so good. I saw, speaking of Street Fighter, did anyone see, there's a clip that's going around and like, it's funny. I might have a slightly spicier take than a lot of people on it, but there's a clip going around of Street Fighter 6 and it's 2 pro players who like on the game are like number 2 in the world in terms of like ranked points on the matchmaking at least, and like number 20 in the world on Street Fighter 6. They're playing Ken and JP. Because of course. And Ken just like opens the round with a throw. He dashes back in on JP, he throws him again. And it's like, okay, he's just doing Ken things. You know, this is kind of what Ken does a lot of the time. Makes sense. And then JP is in the corner. And CJP, for anyone who knows Street Fighter 6, it's terrifying. Because he has like the best wake up in the game. So you know what Ken does? He throw loops him. Like a lot. There's even one point near the end where like Ken waits for a second to see what JP does. JP tries to parry. Throw punish. And Ken literally won the entire round. Perfect KO. Purely by throw looping him for the entire round. And everyone was like, this is the state of Street Fighter. But if you really pick each throw apart, like the mental game that's going on, like there's a surprisingly deep mental game happening in that clip, just with all like the factors of those two characters matching up and everything else. So I don't even feel like it's like a showcase of look how shit Street Fighter 6 is right now. But it's a really funny clip when you watch it and you see a perfect KO just from throw looping the entire round. This game made you want to pull your hair out yet? We're getting there already. I've played it once before, so my rage will not be so strong. Playing this in the span of like a day and a half from front to back for the review, that's when the rage was happening. When it was like, oh my god, this game is infuriating, but I literally can't stop playing it. Like, it's my job for the next day and a half to just play this game. So, like, I have to do it. That's when the rage was happening. Here, I only have to play it for 3 hours. And I've already, like, I know what's coming up, at least to some degree. Apparently, it's the left one here. Oh. I was gonna just keep experimenting with it, but I'll take it. This was not a cheating moment before anyone says it. I have no idea where the secret tunnel might be. I'm suspecting it might be the one on the very left up on that screen, but I have no way of knowing that for sure. Just so everyone knows, okay? Just so everyone knows. I have no way of knowing that. Is that... Okay. I've collected all the shit. I farmed up all... Oh, I should maybe have my mine detector. I don't want to have to re-farm something or like go back for some health just because I didn't use my mine detector. Hold on, will this wall block his rockets? Okay, the grenades are gonna throw too far. See, I thought I was a genius there. Oops. We'll just tank the damage. It's fine. Ha-ha! The tunnel is found. I think if I go to the left, normally in the side-scrolling sections, going to the left will just like, oh my god, just bring you back to where you were before. It's just a way to connect the areas if you like drop down into a hole like that. Well, it's okay. I can just open the secret passage again. Oh. I can at least say that I've played Snake... I almost said Snake Eater. I haven't played Snake Eater once. I've played Snake's Revenge front to back twice by the end of doing this. I'll be able to say that. And not many of even the most die-hard Metal Gear fans can say that because they're not absolutely psychopathic the way I am. But bragging rights are bragging rights, am I right? I like the side-scrolling sections early in the game. They get so much worse. Oh. Oh, what's the... Uh-oh. Oh, okay. I found the button. caves? I have not. Caves of Quud? Cud? Am I the only one who, even though things have gotten so much better in recent years, I still see the term procedurally generated, and I'm immediately like, what do you mean procedurally generated? Oh, why? Why did you change direction? I don't know if I can survive another mine blowing up. I think I can. Oh my god. Okay. You know, maybe I only enjoy the first side-scrolling segment. Oh, sweet Jesus. And I did it now. At this point, it's just how many heals did you farm check. Yeah, keep them coming. Come on. I could do this all day. You know, sometimes it's shit in a way that I can tolerate. If it's that kind of shitty game, I can deal with that. Oxygen tank. Thoughts on the new Suicide Squad game? I certainly don't plan on picking it up at launch. Like, at all. At this point, because everyone's thoughts are pretty much like, the story is good, everything else not so good. Like all the previews and stuff, I mean, they literally had to lift their preview NDA recently because like the little bit of leaked info that came out about the game was so overwhelmingly negative that it was dealing more damage to the game's reputation pre-launch than just releasing the NDA and letting everyone say whatever they want. Like all the journalists who got to play it early, which is insane. That is such a crazy circumstance to even get in the first place. Been captured in the transport train, but have set up the transmitter. All right, John, we'll see you around. Oh. The transport train. I didn't mean to back out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Son of a bitch, get me on that train. The train is beginning to move. Trench is OP? What do you mean Trench is OP? Oh, in the 2D thing? There's no trap on the train. Creators have had a more positive opinion than the critics, for sure. I mean, even then, it hasn't been great, because I know, like, I watched a couple videos on it. I know that I watched the Skill Up one, because I remember him being like, I'm gonna play this game when it comes out. Because for me, getting through like 20 hours of this gameplay justifies like getting to see the story content. Or sorry, getting to see the story content justifies 20 hours of maybe like this kind of boring, repetitive gameplay. But he also was like, I recognize that for the majority of people, spending $70 to compromise 20 hours of 20 hours of boredom just to get the story isn't going to be the case. And for me, it's not the case. It's certainly not the case. I'm in the third car. There are no enemies here. Like, the game looks very mediocre. Like, it doesn't look bad. It just looks empty. Which, yeah, it's like, I don't know if I want to just kind of jump around in circles and shoot guns at kind of brainless targets for 20 hours just to get like the good story bits out of it. I'm not that kind of gamer. I mean, someday I probably will. I just don't want to do it for $70 right when it comes out. I don't need to pay that much for that experience. You have been trapped. Ha ha ha. Son of a bitch. You think you've trapped me? I don't know. Grenade. Grenade sounds good. Ooh, that hurt a lot. Is that... Okay, I thought it was going to despawn the food that he dropped. I would have been so pissed. Captain Boomerang is the only one that looks good. I don't know. I don't think any of them look all that great. Because even Boomerang... What? When I was looking at it, I feel like the only interesting thing about Boomerang is like his movement ability is more unique than the rest of them. It feels like the only thing that's really all that different is just the movement abilities between them, which is insanely disappointing. But from what I saw, at least, that's really it. It's like, yeah, Deadshot has a jetpack and a machine gun or an SMG, whatever you equip, right? Boomerang can teleport to his boomerang that he throws, and he has a gun. And Harley Quinn, I don't even remember what Harley Quinn's was, but King Shark has a really big jump ability and a gun. And I was just like, man, this just doesn't look all that great. Like, I don't know about this, because I've been hoping that game would come out well. And just the more that I see, the more that I'm like, I did not want it to play out like this. I almost immediately forgot. When was it announced? A long time ago. But it comes out in like 2 weeks. And I have no plans right now, because you know what comes out in like a week and a half? You know what comes out less than a week before Suicide Squad? Tekken 8. You know what comes out tomorrow? Prince of Persia. There are other things coming out right now that I can play. I'm not even that bothered skipping it. And I don't even know if I'm buying Prince of Persia at this point, because it's on Epic Games. It's not launching on Steam, and I just kind of don't want to buy it. Purely because I don't want to have another game on Epic Games launcher. I'm getting sick of it. I'm getting very sick of it. Also has the Speed Force. I didn't even see anything about that. What? He can run it. Oh my god. There's more than one of you? Okay, let's do this again then. Son of a bitch. That hurts. At least, like I said before, the music in this game is really good. I stand by that. This has a great soundtrack. Ay, 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 the cards. Lord have mercy with these key cards. There it is. I'm scared of it at this point. An X-ray camera? Oh, I remember the X-ray lens. Yeah, so there's gonna be a couple spots where I have to like look for a spot in the wall to blow up, and that will reveal where. I remember. For a second, I was like, what the hell does this thing do again? Nice tunnel vision. Bop, bop. Every time I hear about a Meryl Easter egg in Metal Gear Solid 1, I question the game. I don't have... I was gonna say, are we not gonna acknowledge the explosion behind you? For a second, I thought there was no alert happening. The alert theme is still going. I thought going across the train cars might stop it. No! Stop! Wait a minute. Slow down, everyone. Oh my god. Hello, Jess. Like me learning recently that there are multiple Easter eggs in Metal Gear Solid 1 where you can see Meryl in her underwear. I was like, oh, these rooms scare me. There's a floor trap somewhere in here. I swear to you there is. There has to be. Jump off the coupler between cars when the train stops. You got it. I don't even want to push it. I was gonna be like, look, there's gotta be a trap in here, but I don't even want to mess with it. I managed. This is vital to the plot. Okay. The bottom edge was safe last time. Son of a fuck. It's so fast. Even when I'm like waiting for it, it's so fast. Oh. Okay. Well, I was right to be suspicious. Thank you, Snake's Revenge. I love these things. Oh, hold on. While we're talking about things in the games industry going on right now that I really don't like, there was something that I was talking about on Twitter this morning that really rubbed me the wrong way. It was a company that I already was not very fond of, but oh my lord. This one, I'm glad False actually sent it to me because I'm really not on Twitter anymore. I've kind of just genuinely gotten sick of Twitter. I mean, it's gotten worse. Like, it's gotten to the point where it's not even enjoyable for me to be on Twitter. So even if I do open it, I'll be on it for like a minute and then I'll kind of realize that I don't actually want to sit there and read Twitter because I'm not enjoying it. So I'll just close it again. Which is kind of nice because Twitter was like the only social media outside of like the YouTube channel that I was actually using. So at this point, I just don't really have any social media. Like outside of YouTube. Jesus Christ. Hold on, let me pull it up. I'll just go and open my own tweet and we'll go from there. Because this is a good one. If anyone already doesn't like the current state of the AAA industry, this certainly won't change your mind. Get ready for this. I should probably not open that just because of the sidebar. Who knows? But Ubisoft exec says gamers need to get comfortable with not owning your games. Ubisoft's director of subscriptions says that gamers need to start feeling comfortable with not owning the games they're playing. So the actual article, because I did go and seek it out, it is pretty much exactly what it is in the headline. They are talking about and very heavily thinking about moving to like a subscription model, kind of like Game Pass, where instead of just selling their games, they're going to just have like a Ubisoft subscription that gets you all of their new AAA products, and you never actually like purchase copies of them to own. And of all companies to pull this, Ubisoft has to be one of the bad ones, because I know I'm not the only one who already was not super fond of Ubisoft in recent years. Although, like Assassin's Creed Mirage It's not on Steam yet. It's on a timed exclusivity before it comes over. But I was actually going to buy Assassin's Creed Mirage when it came to Steam because I thought that this game was like Ubisoft kind of going in a better direction rather than, you know, going towards like 400-hour open world RPGs. I was like, oh, they went back and did like a classic style Assassin's Creed game. So, yeah, I kind of want to play that because it's like nostalgia. It's moving in the right direction. I'll buy a copy of that just when it's on Steam and I don't have to own it on Uplay because Uplay is like the worst launcher on PC right now. It's just awful. Anyone who's used it knows. But yeah, just a good hint for any aspiring, a good tip rather, for any aspiring business owners, managers, executives, any sort of thing, current or future, right? You do not get to tell your consumers what they need to be comfortable with. That is crazy. What you do is you create a product or a service, and if your product or service is valuable, people will buy it. You don't get to tell people that they should be okay with what you are doing and that they should feel comfortable giving you their money for it. That's not how it works. That's like me in every video telling people that they should go to the Patreon page because they should give me money because they just watched my video. That's crazy. You don't do that. That's insane. You just wouldn't. And so I quote tweeted this after False sent it to me. And I just said, and I'll have to cut a word, you know, one of those words that I use a lot that I just, on YouTube, I have to limit it as much as I can. I think said Ubisoft executive needs to be comfortable with me not buying their games. Because, yeah, if that's where you're going, I'm out. I'm not going to pay for that. That's crazy. I have no interest. Why is Jim Carrey trending? And is the stock market crashing? Anyway. Oh, hold on. I actually had an article to share on that topic as well. I had one to pull up. Because I had a feeling that I was going to bring this up. So I went and grabbed this ahead of time. So allow me to share with you a little breakdown of the sales charts in the games industry from back in October, the month that Assassin's Creed Mirage came out. Because maybe you might think that they're moving towards this because their game sales are poor and they're trying to boost revenue. But let me show you something. Since they specifically were using like this image of Assassin's Creed Mirage as well, right? Let me show you something. For October sales this year, 2023, this last year, I guess, the number one game was EA Sports Football Club 24, formerly FIFA, just the new FIFA, right? Of course, new FIFA came out. It's going to be huge. The second best-selling game to release in October, not just to release in October, the game that sold the second most copies in the month of October 2023 was Assassin's Creed Mirage, beating out Spider-Man 2. It sold more copies than Spider-Man 2. This isn't like they're trying to boost poor sales figures. It's just them being crazy. Like their games are selling amazingly still. I don't get it. The sales were 49% lower than Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but since Mirage was marketed and billed as a smaller, more classical take on the series, there was no expectation that it would compete with Valhalla. And compared to the previous two games before that, Mirage sold 22% higher than Odyssey and 6% higher than Origins. It's not a poor sales figure thing. It's just them being Ubisoft. Like, Ubi is just, it's one of those companies in the space right now that I'm like, I swear, whenever I talk about Ubisoft, it's never good. There's never a good reason that Ubisoft is on my radar these days. It's always when they're doing shit like this. Greed? Look, I wasn't gonna use that word, but and someone, a friend of mine, saw me tweet that. And they're like, bro, you can't be tweeting this. You're burning bridges here. And I'm like, okay. If they're going to do the subscription model thing, I'm not gonna promote them for it. I wasn't gonna take it. I can burn that bridge. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. AC6 wallpaper. It is actually pretty incredible how often the Armored Core wallpaper shows up on stream. Because, like, I have a bunch of cycling wallpapers. It's not always there. You guys have seen some of the other ones, right? I've got, like, a Red Dead 2 one. I've got an Ace Combat one. I've got a Metal Gear one now. Like, I have a bunch of wallpapers that cycle. But by far, I feel like while I'm live, for some reason, the Armored Core wallpaper is the one that's there, like, half the time, if not more. Ubisoft must be doing the right thing. I just was... Will there be another Red Dead? I think so, just not for a really long time. Because the same team that did Red Dead 2 is the one doing GTA 6 right now. Because, like, Rockstar has, I think we looked it up recently. Rockstar has, like, 11 or 12 studios at this point. Like, Rockstar Studios. Like, they've got Rockstar San Diego, Rockstar London, you know, all these different branches that are Rockstar. They have, like, 12 of them. But San Diego is the one that did Red Dead 2 and the one that's currently doing GTA 6. And I believe they're the ones that did GTA 5 as well, although that one I might not be correct on. But I think they also did GTA 5. That's wild. It is, especially because, like, Rockstar doesn't put out that many games. So I don't know why they have so many studios. Okay, the trap for this key was up top. I know this because it killed me. This is one of my things that I harped on in the review as well, with some of the ways that sorry, I keep almost saying Snake Eater. That Snake's Revenge will just kill you, like, instantly with these traps in some sections. This game can genuinely become just like a memorization test at times. It's frustrating. I don't know anything. Well, I'm glad I used the truth gas on your ass then. That's great. There was that one door down here. More traps. Remember when John's bitch ass told me there were no traps on this train? Anyone remember that? Like, just a little bit ago? This game. Don't you Keanu Reeves meme me. Quickly release my rope. See, I remember this one distinctly. There is a floor trap here. I'm gonna take the bet that it's along the bottom. I think we're good. I'm not John Turner. I am a spy. I am shocked you got so far. Now, prepare to die. I know there's a floor trap in this. Ooh, ow. I have so many heals. This shouldn't be a problem. As long as I don't do anything stupid. I'm gonna remote missile this one. Those claymores kill me so fast. Oh, I'm lucky. That one just missed, even though I'm sitting still. Oh, is that one gonna miss? Oh. Okay, that one didn't. Keep getting ads for the new Devil May Cry mobile game. I want to try it, but my phone can't download it. I am not gonna play the new, like, DMC mobile game purely because, like, I was going to try it when I saw a bunch of stuff about it, like, way back. I was actually interested. But, now with it actually being out, like, we know that it is what it is. A powered armor. Yes, I got a powered armor. NES translation can be like that. All your base. The train seems to have stopped. Sorry, like, I know that I don't want to play the new DMC mobile game because it has Dante and Virgil for free, to my understanding. Sorry about this late communication. The military operation is a go. What military operation? Did I forget something? Ooh, we can farm rations off of him. Sorry, I know that, to my understanding, Dante and Virgil are free, but the game has Dante, Lady, and Nero for free. Oh, what? Virgil is gacha. I thought Nero and Lady were the gacha characters and Virgil was also free. Never mind. Virgil is gacha. And obviously, Nero wasn't in the game. Nero and Lady both were not in the game back when it was called Pinnacle of Combat and it was only available in China. They got added with like subsequent updates. So they're gonna keep adding characters and they're gonna keep putting them behind gacha. And that's one of the ways that you can just immediately make me uninterested in your game, is throwing gacha in it. The special day 3-day military operation. Hey man, can you drop me more food maybe? I'm trying to farm you up for food here, since that's a thing we can do in the NES versions. I had some great RNG going for a second. I got like 3 foods in a row. Now I'm getting jack shit. Oh, and the game also has like the pizza thing. The game has like a limited time mechanic. Like a lot of mobile games do. It's one of those things that for the broader gaming industry, it's seen as like one of the big no-nos of the mobile game industry. But in that game, they use pizza. And it's like, yeah, you can play a little bit of this game every day, but once you run out of pizza, you have to wait until the timer is up to get more pizza, or you could you could swipe the credit card real quick and you could get some more playtime right now if you wanted. I got a Virgil in the gacha though, for free. Or are you telling me you got lucky enough to get him without paying? Or is this, did you whale, as they call it? For free? Lucky bitch. I remember back when Genshin Impact came out and it was like a big deal on Twitch at the time. I jumped on the train for like 1 stream. I played it for like 3 hours. And on one of my free rolls that they give you when you start Genshin to like get you addicted, I got what was apparently like the best character available back at the launch of the game. At least that's what everyone in chat in chat was freaking out that I had gotten the character for free. And they were all like, I can't believe that you got him. I'm so pissed, like whatever. And then I never played the game again after that stream. So I have a Genshin account somewhere out there in the ether that I probably couldn't even log into anymore. I would have to like reset the password or something. Who knows what it is? Who even knows what email I have it on at this point? I wouldn't even remember that much. But I have a Genshin account somewhere with like 3 hours of playtime on it. And At least the best character for when the game first launched. That has been sitting there dormant since like what, 2020? Wait for it. Force Edge is a weapon skin, not a weapon itself. What? Wait. This, now I have questions. How many weapons does Dante have in Peak of Combat? What weapons does Dante have? Because I know that I've seen, like, from way back, to be fair. But I know that I've seen... Oh. I've seen Rebellion, and I've seen Cerberus, and Agni and Rudra. Did they ever add more for Dante, or did they just cut it? Like, why would they do Force Edge as a skin? That's so weird to me. Aha. Aha. And see, this big rock, you need the power armor. Big strong man, jaundiced snake will get that rock out of the way real quick. It was like here, right? I don't remember exactly where. Oh yeah, instant alert. Okay, great. I'm starting to remember why this game pissed me off so much. Oh, a hostage. No problem, B. I was hoping you would have some good info or something, or maybe, you know, rank me up. Ow! Give me a gun. Is it the power armor from Fallout? I think it's just like an arm, it looks like a singular arm that I need to equip manually. Oh, for whatever reason. Oh, I meant to do that. It's gonna despawn now. God damn it. Give me my gun. Oh, you can come up from, okay. Come on, guys. Oh, shit. Of course. Son of a bitch. Come on, run into the bullets. Come on. Okay. Dante with different weapons are different characters? Wait a second. Okay, now here's the question. Let me just at least double check that this is the right spot. It is. Are those other versions of Dante gacha? Because that's a big question that I have now. You said Dante is free, but how much of Dante is free? Because now I'm worried immediately upon hearing that. Okay, I need a level 5 card, apparently. Let's go down. I'll start down here. Gotcha. Oh my god. So wait, what weapons does Dante have in like the default free version then? Worst case scenario, the free Dante is just gonna be like Rebellion and only Rebellion. How does the rock slide back? It's an NES game. Don't ask. Haha. Ooh. Let's go! Rank 4. The default is just sword. Well, I'm glad that I know these things now. Because I was like, oh, okay, the gacha isn't quite as bad as I thought if it's only Virgil locked behind it. But then I got thrown for a loop with the Dante thing. It's a sentient rock. You thought this was a rock? No, 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 no. This is a super rock. It's actually a biologically enhanced rock. It is sentient. It is intentionally out to screw you over. Before I do the Frogger thing. Haha. I forgot this was a thing in this game. I forgot there even was a shotgun. What I remember is that the game never gives you any damn ammo for it. But yeah, there's a shotgun in this game. Can I farm ammo like that? No, I can't. God damn it. Okay. It's Frogger time. Has nano machines? Exactly. It's a rock on a cart. You just can't see the bottom. There's just someone with like an RC car controller, like posted up in a tower in the base, who's intentionally moving the rocks around just to fuck with you. That's always the scary part. There's a very small amount of time that those platforms come together. Okay, 2 of them. Wait, so I'm gonna have to like blow this up, swap to my handgun, kill this guy, and then swap back to my plastic explosives to blow up another wall, swap back to my handgun to kill those guys. Come and get it. Oh god, you swung a little further out than I expected. Sweet. No more alert. Oh, there we go. Dumb bitch. Ooh, claymores. Make it your pet? What? Oh, I meant to punch him, not shoot him, but okay. I mean, I meant to shoot that guy. He deserved it. Even though I can't farm items from it that way. I have 16 claymores. There, that's beautiful. Oh, we're gonna have a cap of like 12 for food now. And he's just gonna drop a shit ton. What am I at for? We're at 10 for food. I'm just gonna heal up where I'm at then. We're at 19 for claymore. Okay, now we're at cap 20. Shit, what key was it for this door? Uh-oh. There we go. It might be worth farming just a few things of food from these two. I mean, I can do it pretty quick, literally just rinsing the one guy at that door. It's so fast. Was this card 4? Yes. I don't even need the second guy. This is the optimal strat. What's with the Europeans not having toaster strudels? Someone explain it to me. Who deprived you all of the toaster strudels? And what's wrong with them? It was probably the British, to be honest. They probably came in and stole your toaster strudels. They do that. They have a tendency of stealing all the stuff that's gonna make your food better and then not using it. They're known for it. Got a new suit today, feeling classy. My one memory of going to get a suit is I went and got fit for a suit at like a place that does it, right? That does suits. This was when I was like 18. Like, yeah, it was before I moved to Florida. It was right before. And the guy went to like measure my waist, right? And so I lift up my shirt to give him easy access a little bit. And he measures my waist, and then he gives me this very thoughtful, a tailor, thank you. He gives me this very thoughtful piece of advice where he says, just so you know, you might want to wear a belt. You know, he was like, how old are you? And I was like 18. He was like, yeah, sagging pants isn't a cool look anymore at that age. I was like, all right, good to know. Oh, I meant to drop a plastic explosive. Take that. I was wearing jeans and I just didn't have a belt on that day, and the guy was a dick. Oh. Can they not shoot down? They absolutely cannot, no. Great advice, holy. The thing is, I owned belts at the time. It's not like I didn't. It's just that the guy immediately who was like, oh, you don't have a belt? Just so you know, now that you're 18, you should have a belt. Sagging pants is a bad look. I'm like, all right. If it were me now, now that in my old bitter age, I've become so like, if you piss me off, I'm just not going to give you my money. I absolutely would have like taken the measurements and gone somewhere else. I would have gone and bought the suit from someone else. I would have just gotten the measurements and dipped. I don't even think I can end the alert because of the ceiling traps. They can shoot up and down, but only when you're at like a different elevation. I think that's how it works. On site would have went to his competition. If it were me now, I absolutely would have. A few years ago, I hadn't gotten there yet. But now I'm genuinely like, yeah, if I'm the customer and you do something that I don't like, I will go somewhere else. Because I can. Like, there are other places. But when I was 18, I was like, oh, this is the place that I get my suits from. The guy's a dick. Like, so what? It's only so much you can do about it. Now in my crusty, bitter old age, I'm just like, I'm not gonna do business with you. Oh, come on. I was trying, man. I was working on it. Oh, sweet Jesus. And now I've transitioned across the screen. And then after I got that suit, I lost a ton of weight while I was in Florida, and I had to get it like adjusted, which was a pain in the ass and more expensive than it should have been. How does equipping a strong arm make his body weight and pushing strength greater? It's because it's power armor, baby. Got a new watch recently, and holy, I look classy. I'm not a watch guy. Like, I genuinely, no bullshit, I don't own a single watch. Like, they're cool, but I'm also sort of like, you know, I have this. So I've just never had the urge to buy a watch. Because on one hand, I'm like, they do look cool. It's kind of like a status symbol thing. But then as soon as I think to myself, I'm like, oh yeah, it's a status symbol. I'm like, oh, I don't need one. Like, I don't care. I appreciate a nice looking watch. I just don't want to spend my money on one, is all. Until I found the one watch. But hello, Foppy. Ooh. When you were asking why Rockstar has so many studios, yeah, why do they? Because, like, I can't think of Rockstar games outside of like their big ones. And even then, like, if I think, like, okay, they have Definitive Edition, right? Like, they had a studio that wasn't one of the main ones do that, I guess. Like, the GTA remasters that were actually just worse. Remember that fiasco? I was all giddy and excited to cop the thing. Well, I mean, if it's a classy watch, it's a classy watch. But I'm like, I think I'm just too minimalist for watches. Because I'm not like entirely minimalist, but I definitely am in certain respects and am not in others. And when it comes to like the status symbol thing, I'm even like, maybe I should downgrade my car. Because like, I just don't really want to pay as much as I am right now to like maintain my car. Because my car is at that point where like it's got so many miles on it that a lot of the stuff is kind of all at once being like, oh, we need to like do this, we need to do this, we need to replace this. And I'm just like, maybe I just sell it and I buy like a Toyota Corolla or a Honda Civic. It's getting there. Oh boy, we're going across screens. Oh, I didn't even move there. For the record, I didn't press an input for that one. Oh wait, there's two. Oh, let's do the left one first. Oh, I reacted so late there. That was very not. Oh, son of a bitch. What are the odds that there's a secret tunnel below this one? It didn't even blow up the sandbags. Are you kidding me? Okay. We play a little Frogger. We go to the other one. They just never close the studios because they might need them. I feel like that's crazy. Right? Because you're just, like, if you're not using them for anything, aren't you kind of just going to be, like, hemorrhaging money on paying all of the employees and stuff? Just the general upkeep costs of all those studios? Wouldn't it just not be worth it? Oh my god, I hit the jump button instead. There are two face buttons, and I pressed the wrong one. Because when you're up on the, like, top-down view, this is the shoot button. And the shoot button down here is the punch button normally. But for some reason, they get flipped for the 2D segments. God damn this game, man. I thought of it afterwards. I'm like, I should have been crawling when I crossed the screens. If I clear enemies on this screen, ah, beautiful. Son of a bitch. I realized right as I did it again. This time I'll get it right. We clear the enemies. We get the alert to go away because I don't want to swim through that with all the traps going. I don't know if I've got the food to sustain my health through it if I do. Haha. He can't see shit. Clean. Sneaky beaky. We put the slip on him. Okay, this is the jump button. Oh shit. Ah, god damn it. No! Alright. It's a gauntlet run now. We're in it. I'm too far in to pull out. Remember when I said earlier that they kind of just eventually become like how many healing items did you farm before you came down here test? We're at about that point of the game. We are definitely there, or we're right on the line for it. Yep, they're carrying rocket launchers now while there are explosives coming down from the ceiling. Sweet Jesus. I'm making a break for it. I'm not even gonna try to end the alert. I'm out. See ya, bitches. That was a good call. I only had one more screen to go. The classic BS of this game. It is such like an NES game that just throws shit at you to slow you down. It's definitely one of those. Which unfortunately is a lot of NES games. Like, I like the NES era, for sure, but it's a lot. A lot of the NES games play like this when you go back to them now. You can reach me at the main base. I have some important information. Who are you? You know, not to be like Humegalol, but who? I can't even look at the contacts list because it's just gonna pull up her call. All right. If I go in here, I can figure out who you are. Jennifer. I know what this is. Hello? It's the tank boss. Did I break it by like opening the transceiver? Or does it just do this? You guys remember what I said about how it just throws shit at you to kill you and have you go back to the checkpoint? Anyone? That is a very fast tank. That kind of came out of nowhere, too. All right, it's a guessing game. We can play it safe and hope for the best, but that's about all we can do. It's one of these. At least it's not NES Castlevania. That would be hell. I still to this day have never played Castlevania. NES Mega Man games that came out in the 90s. This is not a valid point. What, did they do it too? I haven't played Mega Man either. It's crazy, like how many games I've played, and yet how many games I have never played in my life. Like not a single one of them. Like kind of high profile stuff, like Mega Man or Castlevania. Or Metal Gear, or I wouldn't say that Ace Combat is up at like that tier. But it's a damn good series. When did you get shotgun rounds? It's like in the normal ammo packs, but there's not many opportunities to actually use it. They somehow made the tank fight worse. It's just that it comes out so fast and like you can't outrun the tank, which is fine. I don't think you could in the original game either, but it didn't just pop up on screen and fly down at the speed that it does here. Here it's like you genuinely just have to hang back towards like, and that's a new insta kill. The tank shell is insta kill too. You do just have to like hang around near the back and try to bait it and react. You can't get too pushy with it. Like if I hang at the back, it's not anywhere near as bad. It sure is some game design if I've ever seen it. This would not fly nowadays. Unless FromSoft did it. If FromSoft did it, people would be like, oh, this is one of the best bosses I've ever played. Dude, you got Asmongold on stream. You guys, this might be the best video game I've played in my life. At least it's not Diablo 4. You guys remember that shit? How many mines does it take to kill this thing, too? It has more health than the original Metal Gear. Okay, or Metal Gear Tank. Dark Souls 2 apologist. Hey, I'm a Dark Souls 2 apologist a little bit. I think Dark Souls 2 has some good shit. It has a lot of bad shit. It has a lot of good shit. The bosses, in my opinion, aren't very good in Dark Souls 2. It's one of the weak points, but Dark Souls 2 has good stuff. I like Dark Souls 2 for what it is. It's not on the level of the rest of them. And to be fair, I've still played more Dark Souls 2 than Dark Souls 3 to this day. I don't know what that says about me, but that's a true statement. I'm glad that I just checked the door. Oh, it's an elevator? How many heals do I have? 3? I need to get heals from somewhere. 3 is not gonna cut it if I get into a boss fight again. Mega Man 6 doesn't have as much BS. Oh, as much BS as the first, for example, because of that. Oh, I missed one. Oh, and X1 came out the same year. So it was Mega Man kind of BS, and it just made incremental improvements. Is that what I'm to understand? For the day that I eventually do a review series, because it's one of those, it's like, it's kind of inevitable. There's a lot of Mega Man fans out there, and when they hear that I've never touched it, they're like, whoa, you haven't played Mega Man? I've talked about, one of my professors in college joked with me that he was giving me an extra assignment for the weekend, and it was to go play Mega Man before coming back to his class on Monday. When he found out that I had never played any of them, that's what he told me. Because in college, for game design degree, for context, for people that don't know, in college, a lot of my professors would use Mega Man as like examples for stuff. And I would just always be like, I don't know what the fuck you're saying, but I'm sure it's good stuff. I've seen a guy that puts Dark Souls 2 above 3. Like, I don't know if I would, because I haven't completed Dark Souls 3. But that's the thing, like, I haven't completed Dark Souls 3. And I've played like 50 hours of Dark Souls 2. So that might say something about me. But I have played more Dark Souls 2 than Dark Souls 3 in my life. To be fair, I only played that much Dark Souls 2 because I streamed it. I genuinely did a thing where I was like, yeah, we're gonna play Dark Souls 2 so that I like actually get through it and finish it. And I didn't even finish it. I got like 45 hours in and dropped it. The other few hours were from trying to play it beforehand a few times. I would always start a playthrough and be like, this isn't even that bad. And then I would never finish it. I would get like 2 hours in and never go back. Even though I was like, yeah, this is fine. I just never got through it. So I streamed through it to actually like get myself to play it properly. Played a strength build with that massive greatsword. The greatsword in Dark Souls 2 is huge. Like, it's always huge in the Souls games. It's really huge in Dark Souls 2. Like, bigger than normal. There's no cardboard box in this game. Oh, I can sit in the middle. Oh, okay. I was like, I'm screwed. I can't get past them. All right, I'm going back to the elevator, I guess. Such an experience. I've heard that it has just some crazy ups and downs throughout it. The regular greatsword, that's not even the biggest one. Yeah, there was one later on that I swapped out to, but even the regular greatsword in Dark Souls 2 is massive. Like I said, like, they're normally massive, but it's more massive than usual, even among the Souls games. Like, the greatsword is normally really big, but that thing is a behemoth in Dark Souls 2. Okay, this bit's actually pretty sweet. I remember this one. You climb up on top of the tram for this shit. And the banger music comes in. Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun. And if you sit at the back, they can only peek in that direction for some reason. So you'll never be spotted in this corner. Something that I learned very quickly when I played for the review is that you can just sit in that corner and be perfectly fine. No alerts. Beautiful. Beautiful. They let you walk off the car. Yep. They let you walk on. They then are like, is he still there? Nope, clearly not. And then I just step off and they don't care. They're like, oh, well, you know, honestly, we should have seen that. We'll just let him go. Son of a bitch. Actually, I can just run outside. Screw you guys. I'm going home. How many South Park references can I drop in one stream? There's been a lot today, actually. I called one out earlier specifically, but there have been a lot. Like, I normally make a lot of South Park references. Today has been a new level. Aha. Truth gas. Metal Gear 2 is 7 times more powerful than Metal Gear 1. I still can't believe that this game, for like the new revised model of Metal Gear, really went with Metal Gear 2. They just called it Metal Gear 2. Because all the other games like do have a new revised model of Metal Gear. Like, it's kind of the classic for every game at this point, at least as far as I've played. But they always have like a specific, you know, like there's Metal Gear Rex. Like, they have like a code name for each one, essentially. This one, there was like, it's Metal Gear 2. Not to be confused with the game that would come out 3 months after this one. There we go. When's Metal Gear getting 3D? Solid is the first 3D one. It took, well, if you're going mainline only, then the third game was the one where they went to 3D. But if you're like me and you like to cover all of it and experience all of it, it took them, 4 games, including Snake's Revenge. Oh, Antidote will probably come in handy. Can you farm Antidote? Or is it like a just one? Oh, you can have multiple. I should probably have multiple then. But hello, Perdos. Bam, 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 bam. Hold on. Classic Mega Man is stable. Mega Man X has very big ups and downs. Mega Man 0 gets better and better until 3. So they had a little bit of a crisis in the middle then, is what I'm to understand. I feel like most gaming franchises have their lowest points like in the middle, unless it's a situation where like a low point just kills the franchise outright. Normally they have their low point near the middle. Like Resident Evil is a good example, right? I like RE5 and 6, to clarify before I speak these words, because someone will be like, what? But like, if you just go with all the numbered Resident Evil games, 5 and 6 are the clear weak points, despite having like their own value. in each of them. Especially nowadays, it's easy to be more fond of those games than it was back when they came out. But definitely, like, now they've turned it around. And there were a lot of shit spin-offs around that time, too. Like, Revelations 2 was pretty rough. I've never liked Revelations 2 much at all. Can I farm these guys for heals? This would be a good spot for it, actually. Oops. Yes, I can. Like I said, I don't want to get into a boss fight and not have enough heals and need to, like, repeat a massive chunk of gameplay. Some franchises hit a low point and never recover. Like a certain other survival horror franchise that's maybe managed by the same publisher as this franchise. Cough, cough. I mean, I don't have to say it because we all know, right? No one's disagreeing. Good. I hope the new stuff that comes out soon will turn it around. I genuinely do. I'm such a massive fan of the early games in that franchise. So I really hope that the upcoming stuff, like the remake and the couple, or I guess the one new game, because the other new game was just whack. But I hope that it can pull back. Because really, like, the last good one was The Room. And even that, it was good, but it wasn't the same. It was different. Fatal Frame? Is Fatal Frame Konami? Fatal Frame is one that I've never actually played myself. I know a good bit about it, but I've never played Fatal Frame. It always seemed a little too weird in, like, concept to me, and I never checked it out. Now I'm a little more like, I play so many games with weird concepts just because I'm curious. Like, I'm down to play it now. But when I was younger, I was like, why the euphemism? Okay, it's Silent Hill. It's Silent Hill. Silent Hill hasn't been good since 4, is what I was saying. And like, even then, 4 just wasn't close to as good as the first 3 were. And they've made a lot of Silent Hill games since 4. It's not from lack of trying, but they just keep giving it to people who don't really know what to do with it. Like, the effort is there, and a lot of them have, like, good ideas, but I don't feel that any of the studios that have taken a good crack at Silent Hill have ever fully understood what made the originals work to be able to, like, replicate that success, if that makes sense. I wish they made PT. I'm still angry about PT. Or not PT, but Silent Hills. I wish that they made the full game for PT, because PT just stands for playable teaser, right? But I do wish that that game got fully made. Although, what's interesting with that is it's kind of a fun thought experiment. If we assume, just for a moment, chat, if we assume that, like, Silent Hills had been made, like, fully, and Kojima was directing it, right? If that game had been fully produced and Kojima never fell out with Konami, would Silent Hill be thriving? Like, let's assume the game was good. Do you think it would revive Silent Hill? I think it likely would, 'cause it's just one of those games that, like, the fandom is there. It's definitely there, for better or for worse. I've been pretty outspoken about the Silent Hill fandom for a while. But I think it would have revived it in, like, the mainstream success sense. But then the real question is, like, how would Kojima bounce between doing Metal Gear and Silent Hill? Would it be kind of like a GTA and Red Dead thing, where he kind of just, like, does a Metal Gear game, does a Silent Hill game, just kind of goes back and forth. What happens if Silent Hill like outsells MGS5, right? In that scenario, does Konami just like put Kojima onto Silent Hill for the rest of time? Do they just lock him away and say, you know what? We don't need more Metal Gear. It's fine. Wait a second. I came from this elevator, right? Oh, yeah. It would be for Silent Hill what RE7 was for Resident Evil. It would be. I definitely think so. Because a lot of the shit that was in PT, like maybe it wasn't traditional Silent Hill by any means, but it was good. It was different, but it was good. Right? I think a lot of people with Silent Hill, it would have been a controversial game among the hardcore fans, I think. But for me, I was so down for it. I remember there being some people at the time who were like, I don't know if I like this direction, but at least it's better than like Homecoming, which was a fair take. Or sorry, not Homecoming. What was the most recent at the time? Was it Downpour? I say at the time. What's the most recent Silent Hill game? I can't even like keep the order straight in my head anymore. It's Downpour, right? I think the response from a lot of people at the time was like, I don't love it, but it's better than what the last few have been, essentially. So I guess we can run with it. Is there a hidden wall? Oh, wait. Is the game of all time. A Silent Hill review series would be so wild. It's on the list. It got a lot of votes the last time we did votes for the new review series. So it's definitely one of those that I expect I'll do like in the next couple years, probably. But when I eventually get around to it, regardless of how long it is until I do, it's gonna be such a wild series because for the first like 3, I'm gonna be like, these are great. And then with 4, I'm gonna be like, this is okay. And then everything else, I'm gonna try to be fair and, you know, throw out my bias for it, but it's gonna go down the doomer route from that point on. Believe me. It's gonna be like everything is Silent Hill is so screwed. It's over, boys. We had our fun. Now we get to collectively sit in misery for the rest of these reviews. They need to be at least 12-hour long analysis videos. I'm glad that I thought of this. I'm glad that I thought that there's just more buildings connected by tram. Because for a while I was like, where the hell do I go? Shattered Memories is the most underrated one. I would probably agree. I think for me, I always say Homecoming when I think of like the new Silent Hill games as like the first one that comes to mind, because for me, that was the worst one. At least going off my memory, I disliked Homecoming more than the rest of them. Shattered Memories was fine, but when it came out, it was... The thing with Shattered Memories was they tried to reboot Silent Hill 1 with that game. And so they had like characters like Harry and I'm trying to remember the names, Sybil. You know, they had the characters from the first game, but they weren't the characters from the first game. Like they were the characters from the first game in name only. Like, Harry was nothing like he was in the original. Sybil was nothing like she was in the original. They kind of just did the thing where they, like, made a bunch of new characters and made essentially a new story. And then they just used, like, the names and, like, the vague, like, physical appearances of the classic characters. Like, even Harry, right? Harry had never had glasses before. Like, they changed Harry a lot. He still had short brown hair, but, like... He had glasses. Like they changed them. Pretty much to change them. It had good ideas, but for me, it still didn't quite land. And being on the Wii probably didn't help it either. Not having bias is so I want opinions, not hear about technical aspects. You should watch the Metal Gear Solid video, because that one, when I have strong feelings, it gets a lot less technical. Or the 9breaker video, Armored Core 9breaker was one that just like derailed so quickly. Because I was like, what the fuck did they do? What is this? What is Metal Gear? I have never heard of it. Thanks. I'm out. See ya. Played the PS2 version? I've never played the PS2 version. The Wii version was like the main one. Like that was their one that they were like, this is the definitive version of Shattered Memories. So that's the one that I played. That's the only one I'm familiar with. But yeah, it was one of those that maybe now going back to it, it wouldn't be as bad. But like when the game came out, them trying to reboot the original game, but with like none of the interesting things from the original game, it warranted a pretty strong reaction from a lot of people. Because they kind of like, the best way that I could describe Shattered Memories is they tried to take like the most basic blueprint of Silent Hill 1's story, but then they tried to just make it into Silent Hill 2. And it was like, why? That's a thing with Silent Hill. After Team Silent left, every single story is trying to be Silent Hill 2, and I don't know why. Like, the Silent Hill 2 story is great, but when every single game is your main character did some really fucked up shit years ago and like repressed the memory, and as you go through the game they unlock it, it gets old. It's great when it's a plot twist and I don't see it coming. When it's the new standard for your Silent Hill stories, it doesn't land the same, because I'm expecting it every time at this point. I'm just like, okay, what did this guy do? And I'm not overly optimistic that Silent Hill F will stay away from that, but I really hope that they do. I hope that they don't try to do that again. Because it's great when it works, but when you do it every single time, I know that it's coming, and it just doesn't land. How would I rank the games? The Silent Hill games? The concepts are amazing. The execution left things to be desired. Yeah, there was a lot of good ideas in a lot of the Silent Hill games after Team Silent. Not just Shattered Memories definitely had the best ideas, I would say, but they all had like at least one thing that was like, this is a good idea for other games to maybe try, because it just didn't really land here. But yeah, it never landed. I don't remember what to do with the antenna. Is there there's gotta be. I'll do this really fast because there's not many Silent Hill games. There's 8 Silent Hill games. What the hell is this list? Okay. I came across a tier list maker for a Silent Hill game. Let me just say that this guy had 4 of the games in S rank and 4 of them in A, and that was his tier list when I opened this before I hit the reset on it. Okay, I'm doing this real fast. Prepare. Do I do release order, or I don't know how I want to approach this. If it's release order, here's what I'm gonna do as well. I'm not gonna just throw the whole trilogy into S tier. I'm going to be a little more interesting about it. So I'm going to put Silent Hill 1 in A. And that's where I've already upset at least one Silent Hill fan. Keep in mind, this was one of the first video games I ever played in my life, okay? So this isn't like I don't understand Silent Hill 1 or anything. and I'm lowballing it, I'm just keeping it real, okay? Silent Hill 1 is like an A tier game. Silent Hill 2 is an S tier. 3 is an S tier, but below 2. The Room is in... It feels like I'm lowballing The Room. I'll put it in B. It feels kind of like I'm underrating it in B, but it also feels like I'm overselling it in A. I'm gonna put it in B. I'm gonna put Origins. Oh man, I'm gonna put Origins in C. I'm gonna put Shattered Memories. Is it a low B or a high C? That's it might be low B. You know, I'll give it low B. Homecoming in D, Downpour in D, but higher D. Boom. That's what, if I were ranking them, if I were tier listing them, boom. There's my Silent Hill tier list. That's what I'll say. I'll stick by this until I replay every game. I never played any. Which one should I start with? Probably the original. I think the best way to approach them would be release order. That way you get the good stuff right off the bat. You don't get the best stuff right away if you start with SH1, but you get some of the best that the franchise has to offer. And then you go to 2 and you're like, oh, this is what I liked about the first game, but better. And then 3 is also really good. And then from there, I would say anything outside of the top 2 tiers, if you start there, the chances that you have the urge to play the rest of the games beyond it is pretty low. I don't think that any of those games would make you a Silent Hill fan. It could. I'm sure it has for some people, obviously. But I don't think it's a very common thing for someone to start with like Homecoming or Downpour or Origins and like that game makes them a Silent Hill fan. I think that those games are very likely to make you bounce off of them. So I would just do Silent Hill release order. Like even outside of me normally saying release order for any game, like by default, even if I'm just looking at like what is the way that you'll get the most enjoyment and like get into the franchise, starting with 1 is probably the most all-around like best way to go. I mean, really, like starting with 2 would get you hooked, but I feel like you'll appreciate 2 more if you play the first game beforehand. And the first game will be easier to stomach because you won't be comparing it to 2. If that, like, that's definitely a factor as well. Cry of Fear is my favorite SH game. I have a weird thing with Cry of Fear. I think Cry of Fear gameplay-wise is really good, especially for being like a spiritual, like indie successor to Silent Hill. I think Cry of Fear's story is really like overly edgy and poorly handled. Because the thing with like Silent Hill subject matter is you have to be really careful with it. Because Silent Hill, if you've never played it, there's like not a Silent Hill game that doesn't get into like severe mental illness. Like really severe mental illness as like a core plot point. So you have to be really careful about it. And Cry of Fear just isn't. And it comes off as a little tasteless for me. But I like the gameplay and the design a lot. I think the story it turns me off a lot on that game. Like even just immediately when you start playing the game, it's just like, oh yeah, in the first person view model, you can see that the main character has been cutting himself. Like his wrist is just covered in it. And it's like, you got to approach this with some class, some subtlety. You can't just immediately, like, off rip, just dive into the deep end of it. And it only gets worse from there. Like, Cry of Fear just, I don't think it handles the subject matter well at all. You get turned on by Silent Hill. Look, just because I get turned off by something doesn't have to mean that I was turned on in the first place. But if it's Silent Hill 2 and 3, maybe. Sometimes. Oh, son of a bitch. Get me back in the elevator. You ever see Pyramid Head? I legitimately, on TikTok once, I got sent by a friend a, like, thirst trap of Pyramid Head. It was just someone, like, editing together a thirst trap from, like, Pyramid Head fan art. And it was so funny to me. I was like, damn, there are some people out here who really like Pyramid Head, huh? You can wear a pink hoodie. You can wear a pink hoodie. What are some good mental illness games? Like, just good games that, are we just talking like games that handle the subject matter well? What do we mean by good mental illness game? What does that entail? I think the original Silent Hill trilogy is up there. I think a lot of the Western-made Silent Hill games get a little iffy with it at times. There we go. But I think the original trilogy is pretty good about it for the most part. Even in the original trilogy, there's a little bit of it. Nick is coming to us ahead. Lieutenant, Nick is coming to us ahead of you. Follow him. They include mental illness well. Hellblade from Ninja Theory is definitely, like, outside of Silent Hill, one of the first ones that comes to mind for me. Old Konami translation. Yeah, that one is really bad. That's just, like, that's not even like, oh, you know, minor spelling mistake. That's just like completely broken sentence. Like, what? Evangelion's Nintendo 64. I mean, if we're talking about games that will give you mental illness, Superman 64 would be a good mention. The commander holds the key to this secret weapon. Okay. What secret weapon? You say this secret weapon? Do you have a secret weapon? What secret weapon? This secret weapon? I think he means the secret weapon. That. This and the are not words that you can really confuse. It will break things. It will make you very hard to understand. Konami translators from the late 80s. Or no, this was 1990. This was 1990. Never mind. This was, I mean, late 80s maybe production, but yeah, probably, to be honest. Ooh, 3 floors. To surpass Metal Gear. Well, I'm looking at this ping. It's Ryan. He went and found the Ubisoft article that I was rambling about earlier, and he's saying it's crazy. He also linked it in the general chat of Discord. If anyone wants to go read it, Ryan did just drop it in the general chat. So if you want like the full details, oh shit, about Ubisoft being like, gamers need to be comfortable not owning their games, you can go read it. It's actually, it is a wild article. There's a reason that it pissed me off enough to make me tweet outside of just like promoting my shit for the first time in a long time. I really only tweet when there's something like really crazy in the industry to tweet about at this point. Or when it's like, oh, I have a video that's up. Like, that's all the Twitter usage I get anymore. Because the site is just, the site's gotten so bad. Like, when I scroll my Twitter feed, every third tweet is an ad. It's a promoted tweet. If I ever open the replies to like a tweet to see what people are saying about it, I can't. Because the entire reply section is filled with verified accounts who are just spamming like zero value replies to get more impressions so that they get paid more by Twitter at the end of the month. The platform has genuinely gone to shit in terms of just like everyday usability. It's terrible now. It used to be like, oh, it's terrible, but if you can like curate your feed, it's fine. But now even with a curated feed, Twitter is just dog shit to use. I hate it so much at this point. Which sucks, because I used to love Twitter. People who have been around long enough know. Like, that was the only social media that I used because I was like, this is the only one I need. Twitter has it all. It's great. But now I don't even use it. Infested tank is a weapon to surpass Metal Gear. It could. Infested tank, maybe even infested chopper. But there's only one infested chopper ever made. There are multiple infested tanks. We've got a whole production line of them. Oh my god, this next bullet's gonna kill me 100%. Oops. Whoa. I have low self-worth. Get bigger abs. Not leaner, bigger. Bigger abs. Get I'm sorry. I immediately said the dumbest shit and I can't get over it now. With the tiniest bit of thought, it's so stupid, that sentence. If only I were Snake, what would Snake do? Depends on what continuity. I don't think that this Snake has very much self-esteem. I think Jaundice Snake probably has dating problems. In all honesty. I can't imagine the Jaundice is great for dating. He would be in like his 30s too. You know, dating in your 30s I hear is difficult. I'm sure that having 100% body coverage Jaundice doesn't help a lot. Okay, I'm maxed on explosives. We're good. Massive bulging abs. Yeah, no, it's not getting more shredded abs. It's getting bigger abs. And then, yeah, I started to picture what that could even mean, and that made me laugh. It was just a stupid sentence. I mean, it was never meant to be serious. I just said it to shitpost, but then it ended up being way funnier than I thought. I didn't even realize how funny that statement was until after it left my mouth. Into the near single digit rate. Oh! God damn it. I'm gonna go down there first because there's a goddamn floor trap. I think the place loops. It looked, yep, I was gonna say, it looked like that would go back up to the elevator. Game design, exactly. This was genuinely like game design in the late 80s. It was like, okay, we have a game. Now, we need this game to be longer or people will complain. How do we make it longer? Floor trap, floor trap. 2D sections that are just health checks. How many heals did you farm up before you came down here? Insta-kill tank fight. Any damage is insta-kill. What is Metal Gear? I've never heard of it. Another guy who's never heard of Metal Gear. Have you fallen in any floor trap in Metal Gear Solid? I did fall in one once, and I had a bit like written into the script about it. Because it happened to me once early on, like down in the armory area. And when Snake fell into that floor trap, I like audibly wheezed. It was so much funnier than it should have been. I'm sure anyone who has fallen into, like, they're so easy to avoid, and I was just being dumb. But the actual like little mini cutscene that plays when it happens just killed me. I had to sit there and laugh for like 30 seconds before I could continue. I have to pull it up for people who haven't seen it. Snake falls in floor trap. Surely someone has posted just like a clip of it. Death by trapdoor animation. Wonderful. It's not a great recording, but it'll get the job done. Oh, the audio is like so quiet because of it too. Hold on. Wait for it. Oh, the box is different? Oh, it's not as funny with the box. I mean, it's funny. Hold on. I'll find one that's not that. Like, that's what I wanted too, was just like a 20-second clip of the fall. But it's with a box. That is literally the only one. Like, I shit you not. At least the one on Google. Yeah, people yelling like what happened afterwards too. Wait, what? Falling into the dock floor? Oh. Okay, this isn't what I was looking for, but this'll satisfy. It's something. This is played on Master Collection. You can tell by the low resolution and like the fancy barrier that you can turn on for the 4x3. There's apparently a bug where you can fall into the floor right there. I didn't know that. Whoa! And he popped back out? I was about to close it. Okay. Well, now I feel like I found something worth value. I couldn't find just a clip of the falling in without the box. But when he falls in, it's great. Like the camera angle, the way that he like flails his arms, the yell, and then everyone over the codec just being like, Snake! It killed me. I actually just had to sit there and laugh it off. I couldn't continue for a second. I had plenty of other comedy bits in the Metal Gear Solid video. The game is just like, it's funny. And I want to say it's unintentionally funny, but I don't think it is. I think it's meant to be funny. A lot of it, at least. Some of it might be unintentional, but a lot of it is, I think, intentionally funny. My favorite line in the game, by the way, because I don't think that I've said it. Like, everyone always says that the best voice line in the original Metal Gear Solid is, it's like one of my Japanese animes. Like, I've heard that for years, because that's like everyone's favorite voice line. My favorite voice line that might be, I think it's supposed to be funny, but the way that the line is delivered makes it feel like it's not intended to be like a joke line. But it's Snake telling Meryl, you have a great butt. And just the way that he delivers the line, like, it sounds like it's not supposed to be as funny as it is. When he wrote the line, surely it had to be intended to be funny. But just the way that David Hayter delivers it, it makes it sound like it might not be intentional. My favorite line is, I feel asleep. My favorite from Solid is, you have a great butt. That's easily my favorite. Oh, shit. It's fine. The mines don't set off the alert. They just deal a little bit of damage. Shit. God damn it. It was supposed to, but David was funnier. It does kind of feel that way. Like, it was meant to be funny, but just the way that it was delivered made it so much better. Don't turn around, don't turn around. Now you can turn around. Now we're chilling. All right, we go. We zoom. Those grenades are gonna kill me. Yeah, those deal more than 2. Oops, I meant to do that. Nice grenades. Oh, son of a bitch. That's just bullshit. That's actually just bullshit. How do you avoid detection from that? That's just horseshit. I'm out. I'm so glad that that was the last screen. There's a lot of funny shit in the first Solid. It was so good. And then, like, I just pulled in memes that I had seen before of the game too. Like the one of Snake doing like the beer slug trend from TikTok, but it's all like sounds from the game and someone like animated it with his model and everything. I saw that such a long time ago, and so when I wrote the thing about how good this game's sound design was, it immediately came to mind. I was just like, I have to use that. I can't not include it. I can farm these guys for heals again. I can make back all of what I lost during that 2D segment. God damn it. Once I figure out how to like optimize it and not get detected, we'll really be in the money. God damn it. Oh, I can carry like 15 heals now too. We'll just hope, oh, like that. I was gonna say, we'll just hope that I can get more of them to drop along the way. They were recording at the same room. Wait, really? They all recorded in the same room? I wrote that with my ass? Huh? Try again? You what? Oh, oh. They don't see me. That's a heal. Okay, I feel like if I get spotted here, I kind of just have to make a break for the elevator. That's crazy that they deal that much damage on impact. Oh, I couldn't even open this door. Never mind. This game is going faster than I remember, but some of that is definitely like me knowing things this time around and having already developed some skills that really help. Like the ducking trick for the 2D sections saves a lot of time that I originally just spent dying over and over again when I first played. The 2D sections are brutal until you find the ducking tech. And then it suddenly gets a lot easier. And knowing now that the punching, thanks to the comments on the video, that punching them will farm the heals. Oh my damage! Holy shit! It recorded together? You, what do you mean? You wrote it with your ass? We're just gonna move past that? We're gonna act like you didn't say it? What is this? He's trying to change the subject. What do you mean you wrote it with your ass? Huh? Haha. What's wrong with that? I don't even know what it means. How do you write with your ass? Ooh. Huh? I too wrote this with said ass. Got a hidden microphone. I wrote it badly. Oh, you wrote it like ass. Okay, okay. See, now that, I got it. I love language barrier moments sometimes. Because it can lead to sentences. Like it's in the same way that I love old game translation. Right? In the same way that it's just like, it can lead to some moments that aren't meant to be funny. But, goddamn, they're funny. Forget about your ass. I'm talking about Snake, goddammit. Snake's Revenge. They should have titled it, I mean, people who are in the Discord saw already with my ping for the day, but this game would have been way more aptly titled if it was Snake's Suffering. Because here's the thing about this game, and I talked about it when we first played, because someone immediately asked when I was streaming it the first time, they were like, why is it called Snake's Revenge? I'm like, ah, yes, a great observation, because you see, Snake doesn't get revenge in this game. You know why? Because Snake won in the first game. He has nothing to get revenge for. The title inherently makes no sense. Oh my god. Run! Heal. Do something with my ass is Brazilian slang. Oh! Wait. Hold on. Is it not entirely language barrier? He wrote the title with his ass. Is it? Okay, wait. So, here, I think I'm understanding. In Brazilian Portuguese and slang, would you say, like, I did something with my ass, as in saying that you did it poorly? So he was just writing it in English, but here we say the same thing, but we say like ass instead of like with my ass. So when you say that to me, I think literally like, you know, taking the phone and like, or I don't know, sitting down on the keyboard tactically. Precisely. Okay, that makes actual sense. I stand by, it's very unintentionally funny. Because to a native English speaker, you can see that the reaction is, I think you mean, I wrote this title, or sorry, this message using my ass. It's kind of like when Snake runs out of cigarettes. Big Boss was a snake, foreshadowing. The thing is, though, I don't think that they had written that yet. Some great instances of a language barrier. Sometimes I love them. I'm realizing as well that I just need to very tactically never try to speak Japanese to a native speaker. Because the more that I learn, it's one of those things where, you know how there's like the curve when you're learning? It's like a fairly talked about phenomena. Like in terms of how you feel about your knowledge on something, the more Japanese that I learn, the more that I realize how out of my depth I am with it. And how if I ever try to speak it to someone who natively speaks the language, I'm gonna say the dumbest shit unintentionally. Like, I'm gonna sound so stupid. The amount of like insane like contextual differences. And I mean, even just reading still, I still read some things really poorly right now, at least when I'm like, occasionally when I scroll Twitter right now and my feed is full of like, the big one recently has been Capcom marketing Dragon's Dogma. The Japanese Capcom page has just been marketing so heavily, so I'm seeing a ton of it. And I'm sitting there trying to read it, and then I throw it into like translate just to make sure that I read it right. And I'm not. I'm reading most of it right. But those little differences are actually a pretty big difference in Japanese. So I'm just learning to hold my tongue, stick to what I know. All right, 14. Once I'm full, I'm gonna hit a checkpoint with the elevator. That's the plan here. Because holy shit. The suicide bombers that are up here, or sorry, self-game end bombers that are up here, just kill you so fast. I don't want to have to run the gauntlet and die over and over again. I'm just gonna max out my heals and be totally comfy while clearing this floor now. That's the game plan. Is that 15? That's 15. You talk to a man in a language that he understands, that goes to his head. If you talk to him in his own language, that goes to his heart. That's what I do like doing it when I can, but moments like that, just even in my chat with English, scare me. Especially with how hyper-specific Japanese is. Because English, to be honest, like there's a lot of grammar rules in English that are really dumb. But I feel like native speakers in English are typically not prone to care all that much. But I feel like say it's someone who lives like in Japan, right? Like it's not just like, oh, you know, maybe, let's just say they're from Japan. Point being, there are so many like formality rules and like context rules. I feel like it's such a formal language that it's less loosey-goosey like English is. Like if someone speaks English to me in a way that's not great, I don't care very much. I can laugh off, I wrote this with my ass. Once I understand what it meant, like it's really funny to me and I can just move on. But I feel like in Japan, there's so many like rules to follow, especially with like speech, that we just, it's daunting. Why does it keep defaulting to my knife? Oh my. This time. Or at the very least, I'm going to study it for years before I ever even make an attempt. Bad time for a sip. Very bad time for a sip. You know what's bad too? There was a door there that was locked and I didn't have the key card for it. So to spell it out, I'm gonna have to go back there. And going back and forth to that area includes doing this whole side-scrolling segment. We're getting into the later parts of Snake's Revenge now, boys. We're getting somewhere. Which means that we're really gonna get into the worst parts of it now. It's funny. I feel like a lot of people like talk about and know that Snake's Revenge is like the bad one. Because even a couple people who have come into chat today were like, isn't this supposed to be like the worst Metal Gear game ever? And I'm like, in terms of what people say, yeah. Like, I'm only a few in, and for me, it's my least favorite, definitely. But like, I haven't played all of them, so who's to say? Or at least I'm not one to say. But I feel like a lot of those people didn't even get to the point where Snake's Revenge actually becomes really bad. Like, we're about at that point where Snake's Revenge gets genuinely like off the rails. Just, it really comes undone at about this point. So far, so good. Like, these late game 2D segments are just full of like instant alerts if you're not crawling when you transition between screens and stuff. Where it's like, hey, you paying attention? Because if you're not, you're done immediately. We will drain your heals. You will have nothing. And even then, I'm going out of my way to farm the healing items as well. If I wasn't, we would have died so many times doing this. Actually, we're probably like near the end. I've been doing this one for, oh my god, there's water. We're not near the end. Holy shit. And the alert's going. Oh. There's more water. How long is this one? Oh my god. They're dropping mines from the ceiling. Purposely made their game hard so that you had to take more time. It's awful. It's like the one thing that I always expect it when I go back to do reviews for games from here, from this era. Holy shit. Who would disagree that this is the worst? Hey, I gotta give everything else a full run through before, because, you know, there are other Metal Gear games that have similar reputations. Maybe some of them, you know, Wink Wonk came out after Kojima departed. From where I'm sitting and from what I've played, there's a chance that this isn't the worst. There's a very real chance. There's floor traps in here. Okay, I found one of them. I'm proud of myself for at least realizing before I set foot. Okay. Is that gonna be the only one? It might be the only one, actually. Number 5. What are these? Oh, okay, these boots, I remember. These boots, when there's like the spiky floor traps, if you're wearing the boots, I don't think they can deal damage to you. I'm pretty sure that's what they do. Because I remember on my first playthrough, it took me a while to even figure out what the boots were for. The question is now, there's like the third branch from, what's it? From like that little hub area. And I think they all have 2D sections. I don't know if it's just 2 of them or if all 3 do. I don't remember exactly. And I've set off the alert. The question is though, do I go back to that one on the left now that I have a new key card and just roll the dice on the key card number 5 being what I was missing there? Or I think I will. I feel pretty good about it personally. Oh man. Boots. Well, you know, you think it's gonna be like special boots for special feet, but no, it's just boots, which apparently Snake didn't have on before. Oh my god, what is that? Okay, I'm just tanking the damage. I'm setting off an alert. Going backwards through this is just awful. It's just like, oh yeah, if you jump over the mines, that guy's gonna see you. Woo. Damn budget cuts. Snake's just been running the whole mission barefoot up to this point. They couldn't afford to send him in with some boots. Sorry about the accent slip. That one was not intentional. A lot of the time when it comes out, it is. That one was not. Bullshit. Oops, I did not mean to plant that. I still can't get over Ryan coming in and being like, I was watching the new Fargo season, and when they put up the Minnesota Nice thing about people pretending to be happy when they're not, and how that's just like a Minnesota stereotype, he just immediately was like, it made me think of you. The fuck? What does that mean? Probably would have done better if it wasn't called Metal Gear. It's at least not as bad as this. What did I give this game? What score? I don't think that I scored this game as poorly as Ninebreaker, but I think that was mostly because this game just didn't insult me the way Ninebreaker did. Armored Core Ninebreaker was like, you really wasted like 15 hours of my time doing goddamn training exercises for a single 9-ball fight. Like that was all I got after working my way through that game. I got a 9-ball fight and the game was over. Roll credits. That one, I was like, I can't believe that this is actually something they put out. Because everyone always says too, they're like, well, clearly the arena was like the purpose of the game. And that's what I thought before I played it. But when I played it, I can tell you from experience that the arena part of the game is like maybe 3 hours. For me, it was like 2.5 hours of gameplay. The training exercise part was like 15 hours. The arena is like marketed as being the point of the game, but in terms of the game's actual content, it's not. The arena also isn't even required to get the credits of the game to roll. The training exercises are, all 150 of them. So the way the game is made, like the actual purpose when you're trying to complete the game is to do the training. The arena is like a bonus. I was just so like, I cannot believe what this product is. I was so ready for it too. I was like, I think I'll like Ninebreaker. I said it on stream a lot when we were playing like AC6, because I hadn't played Ninebreaker yet at the point of that game coming out when I was streaming through it. So I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna like Ninebreaker because it's a full arena game. And there were a couple people who were like, I don't know. And then I played it and I was like, oh, this is what they meant. It's a bad training if it is one. I also said that I don't even feel like I got much better at the game. I feel like I just grinded. Like maybe I got better. The one thing that I'll give is that I definitely got better at dodging missiles, but I feel like that's the only thing I actually improved at from that game. And I was forced to learn how to hit airborne targets with my laser blade, because that's genuinely a set of training exercises in that game. And even doing like the old gen 100% now, like going back, I have done that a grand total of 1 time, and I'm near the end of Gen 3 right now. So I'm like 7 games in on the rerun of the franchise, doing 100% this time even. And I've needed to do that all of 1 time. And even then, I didn't need to do it, but I did it. It's like, sure, I learned that, but it's not really a skill that I needed ever. Are you sure you know how to play Armored Core? It was bad. I might open up my Snake's Revenge script. I think I gave it a 5 something. Like my gut's telling me I might have given it a 4 something, but I think I've only given a score that low to Ninebreaker. Kanye West fully removed his teeth and fully replaced them with titanium dentures. Fact I learned today. That sounds about right, actually. That sounds about right. Who's gonna tell him about the Bible verse that says, the Bible verse from Revelations something. I can't remember the chapter. But there's a verse and he's like on his Christian arc, right? Who's gonna tell him about the one that says that your body in the afterlife, or sorry, your body in the current earthly life is the same one that you'll have in the afterlife? Who's gonna tell him about it? Who's gonna bring it up? Is he on the Christian arc? Yeah. I thought Nas X was. What? Is he? I'm reading the Bible as I listen to this. No spoilers. My bad, my bad, my bad. My bad. To be fair, Revelation's canonicity has been debated for a long time at this point, but wouldn't he be even better? Oh, what? What was that? Oh, the typo. He has a whole Christian album coming out and people are pissed. Okay, it might be legit. But, okay, I want it to be known that this is my prediction now because I have a tendency with these things to make sage-like predictions, okay? I fully bet, chat, that this is all a marketing scheme and it's not actually going to play out like that. The last time that I said something like this was when Snoop Dogg was quitting smoke. Immediately, like the day of, I was on stream saying that I thought it was a marketing scheme for his weed brand. I was close. I wasn't spot on, but I was close. It was a marketing scheme for a sponsorship that he had with a campfire brand. Are you shitting me? The key that I didn't have got me truth gas? I have to show you then. Send me what you've got. But I want all my chips on black on this one. It's a marketing scheme. Even outside of like his previous behavior, Lil Nas X has had like one of the worst experiences with the Christian community that like any celebrity has had in a long ass time. There is no reason that a reasonable human being would convert to Christianity after the experience that he has had with them. Zero. Like actual zero chance. It's a marketing scheme. Ow. The boots are nice when I remember to equip them. I love how often I accidentally hit the jump button whenever the 2D sections start. Oh, I'm gonna get spotted. Oh, we're lucky, we're lucky, we're lucky. Please watch what I just sent you. What is it? Because I'm assuming it's about the Lil Nas X thing, right? My Discord isn't updating. There it is. It's a tweet. He's getting Stockholm syndrome and is trying to escape. This is the hardest video of all time. This has to be a marketing scheme. What? Okay, I'm just gonna explain it verbally because I didn't open it on my computer, but It's a promo video for his new album where he's saying like pre-save the album. And it's a video of him like hanging on a golden cross, but then the cross suddenly goes full like Transformers, and it wraps around him and it becomes like a golden mech. I'm not joking. And there's just like heavenly chorus music, or sorry, choir music playing in the background. False has infected me with saying chorus instead of choir, and I hate it so much. She said it enough that now I'm misspeaking and saying it, even though I know the difference. Huh? I'm not joking. I wish I was, because that's... I mean, I don't wish I was. That's honestly one of the funniest marketing things that I've seen in a long time. Oh, the alert won't end because of the traps if I do it on that screen. I've learned this game's tricks. I've been here enough times. Jesus in mech, from the Lord and Savior to Transformer. Kanye core. Yeah, it's Nas X. I am so like heavily betting my money on this new album being a marketing scheme. There we go. Took Evangelion's Christian themes to a new level. Just scroll through his Twitter, please. But then I'd have to use Twitter. I was talking about it earlier, False, how the one time that I've tweeted in like a long time was like outside of just promoting my own video. Was because you sent me that Ubisoft thing this morning, and I was like, this is worth sharing because this is crazy. This is ridiculous. I'm trans the way I turned into a transformer. Did he say that? You went against what you told me in DMs? What do you mean? That I was planning on buying Mirage? Like once it came to Steam? That didn't go against what I told you in DMs. I said that I hadn't bought a game of theirs in a long ass time, which is true. Because what I said in DMs, I never buy from them anyway. Yeah, I don't. I was going to buy Mirage once it was on Steam. But now that they've pulled this shit, I don't want to anymore. Like, they've pissed me off now. And I'm like, you know what? Never mind. I'll keep it. I'll keep the money. They better get used to me buying things when you never did. I didn't. That's fair. Like, I haven't bought a Ubisoft game since Far Cry 5. That was the last game from them that I bought. But I hope that they like it's not literally, oh, I'm changing my lifestyle. If that's how you read the tweet, you read it wrong. It's just, okay, I'm not buying your shit then. This bitch. You read it wrong. Smile. Smiley face. No one read it that way? I think that's how people read it. You saying that means nothing? I have so many old Ubi games. I just haven't bought their stuff recently. And I thought they were moving in a good direction. They're not. Clearly. If this is now their business plan, I was wrong. I found the plans for Metal Gear 2. The enemy's commander is going to launch nuclear missiles all over the world. Hurry up. Okay. Give me that. I think that is the problem. It is. It's that I wrote it with my ass. That is the problem. Could you imagine if this becomes a thing that I frequently say on stream? So many people are going to be really confused by me saying that. He talks with his ass too. I'll have you know. I will have you know. I speak beautifully. How many flares can I carry? Hello, Hino. Welcome back. We're at 21. How many? Just that I never have an instance. That is what I wanted to say, actually. Where I have to run back here and get more. You forever stay in debt? I mean, shit. At least I'm not in debt. The best bad habit I've ever passed on to someone, if you start saying that. It's just so good. I think it's because I reacted so strongly to it that now regulars are gonna say it all the time. They're just gonna say that I wrote it with my ass, or I said it with my ass. Come here. I gave it too much attention, and now it's gonna catch on. This is how these things work. Simple law of human nature. Okay, nothing. Oh, speaking of the hidden mic, if I ever come across an empty room and I don't pull out the hidden mic, someone remind me to do it. I'm just throwing this out to everyone now in case that I forget, or in the case that I forget. Yeah, we'll go with that. It's good enough. The hidden mic is literally, there's an empty room somewhere in this building, and you pull out the hidden mic to like get a trigger for the game to continue forward. It's so stupid. It's one of those things that I had to look up. Our commander is invulnerable. No weapons can harm him. Okay. Sure, buddy. Sure, bud. Uh-oh. What are you? Why are there grenade troopers? Nope. I'm out. See ya, bitches. I should get food here. It would make my life a lot easier to just max out the heals right now before I continue. It's a good habit in this game because this game can be so bullshit. I hit the wrong button. I'll forever say I wrote that with my ass now. It was a shocking statement for a moment. I was like, what do you mean? Who pinged me now? What is this gonna be? Inflation's so strong I might turn into Pixie. Wait, what? False, did you ghost ping me? What is that? Hmm? You think I wouldn't realize? Hmm? She's gonna be silent now. I'm not here. La 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 la. I'm not here. What's a ghost ping? Ooh, that's what she's gonna say. That's what she would say if she was not pretending to not be here. Which is definitely what's happening. She's avoiding the question. She ghost pinged me. I'm just calling it out. I was like, what's this Discord ping? I opened the app on my phone and it opens straight to the DMs with her because that's what I had last open just a minute before. And I went, like, I closed it to go find where the ping was, and the ping was gone on both my phone and my computer. She sent something and then deleted it. She thought I wouldn't notice. I know how ghost pings work. Unbelievable. It's just me calling you up for the daily scheduled voice chat that we always do. RuneScape health grinding in Metal Gear. It is kind of like RuneScape. There's a good enemy spawn for it. You go over, you kill them, and you just repeat until you have max health. "4 a.m. your time, but alas." 4 a.m. I'm asleep. Normally at 4 a.m. I'm asleep. Normally. Sometimes not. If I ever wake up at 4 a.m., I normally just get up. 30 minutes of sleep, honestly. Like if I go back to sleep for 30 minutes and then my alarm goes off, I feel less rested than if I just get up. So if I wake up within like 30 minutes of my alarm or so, I'll just get up. Whoa, that one sounded a little wacky. You go to bed at grandpa-ass times. I've been so irresponsible with my bedtime this week. I've been a bit of a busy lad this week. So I've been not sleeping much. The other day, I said it on stream. I was straight up just like, I'm wearing my glasses today because the circles under my eyes are so bad that I'm covering them with my glasses, just so we're all on the same page. Because there was a day the other day that like I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, woof. I look like I haven't slept in a week. So I wore the glasses the whole stream. Remember Saturday? I just thought of it. Did you ghost ping me? Why did you ghost ping me, False? The health farming here is terrible. Huh? I told you. I told you, chat. You ghost pinged me. What did you send me and then delete? Never heard that term before? What is it? What's ghost ping? Ooh woo. I did say that 2 minutes ago, didn't I? I forgot that I said it. You mean on Discord? Yes. Oh. Thank you for reminding me that I said that. Oh my god. Remember when I said sage-like predictions, chat? Remember? It's because it's true. No one's got the predictions quite like me. I was peeing and wasn't at PC. Thank you. Right about the time you disappeared. I got another Discord ping and I went to look on my phone and it opened to our DMs because that's the last thing that was open. The ping I saw on my desktop opened it on my phone to check it because I don't have notifications for Discord on my phone. But I like closed our chat to see where I'd gotten pinged. And then the ping was gone on the desktop and my phone. So the ping was coming from our DM, but there was no new message. And I know how these things work, False. I know what happened. Just didn't register on PC yet. Yeah. But hello, Snake. The ringtone makes this spot so annoying to farm the heals in. especially because the drop rate is weirdly low right now. The drop rate's always the same, but just my RNG has been worse than usual. Quit gaslighting me. Beta Flaseco arguing with Sigma Chol. Just kill the audio. But the music is a banger. It's just that little call tone is so annoying. Oh, there's another one. What am I at right now? 13. I need 2 more. Or actually, I need 3 more because I'm gonna heal. Anything but Sigma? What do you mean? I paid for like 2 years of Hustlers University. How could I not be Sigma? I learned from the best, the top G. I hate women. Nope. Nope. Sometimes my mouth is faster than my brain. Do not. Make fun of the top G? I do it every day. It's a bit of a running bit at this point, with just how frequent it is. The letter G. It's unfortunate. What you hate? Ubisoft's new subscription idea. Pretty bad, if you ask me. The overprotective bot. Whoa, whoa. Can't hit me. I got a lifetime subscription. Finally, my 5 wives obey my every wish and I have 50 different children. Do you have trafficking charges in the UK and Romania as well? I mean, what? Did anyone hear something? That was kind of weird. Must have been the wind. That's why it blocked the message? Oh. Maybe. Because, yeah, YouTube did hold it for approval, which is unusual. Because that's not the sort of message it would normally... That would be crazy. If YouTube is now filtering top G, bottom G. Hey, anyone who's not a mod, can you just... Oh, wait, no, the bot will get you. Shit. Never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind. Don't do it. Don't do it. Definitely because of the letter. Oh, it might just be because of the letter. It could be. That would be nice if it was because of the letter. Jesus Christ, can you just give me this, man? Oh my God. I'll give them a 1 second timeout. Don't worry. Okay, Mickle's got you. Mickle's the safety net. What color is your Bugatti? Can anyone who's not a mod just say top G? That's all I need. Just simply type top G. Okay, not just the letter. Although now we know it's not just the letter, I guess. Top G. No? Okay, top G is fine. God, everyone's about to get clapped. Mickle, you signed up for this, man. You can't put this on me. Mickle's like, I thought I had to save 1 person, not 3. Oh my God. That's so good. I saw so many come through and I was like, Mickle didn't sign up for this. If you spell it wrong, false, the bot can't hurt you, for the record. The bot doesn't have perms to time out mods. Because the bot isn't a managing mod. It's the first time I used foul language. Oh my God. and say the gamer word. Gamer? It saves you from the bot, not from me. It's what I always remind Sepper every day. I'm not scared of you, only Twitter. Luckily, I have access to Twitter. I am Twitter. Twitter's the voice of the people. Especially the voice of the artist community / VTuber community. Will report your misdeeds to the VTuber community. You'd rat me out for clout. I wouldn't. It depends how much clout. Like, if it's enough clout to produce enough income to, like, sustain an entire lifestyle, we could split it. I'm sure you'd take one for the team. Like, how much clout? We could go 50-50 on this. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oops. This is like when people ask their partner, they're like, would you punch me in the face for $2 billion? And they're just like, yes. No hesitation. Because it's such a dumb question. Because for that much money, we're both set for life just because I hit you one time. Would you not take that? That's the thing you gotta do, boys. Flip the question. It's not, would I hit you for $2 billion? It's, would you let me hit you for $2 billion? Much better question. Not a good comparison? Would you, are you, what? What? It's a similar question. It's a good comparison. I mean, it's maybe like 2 days of pain versus restarting your streaming career. But would you restart your stream career for $1 million? Or I mean, let's just scale it for the hell of it. Would you restart your streaming career for $1 billion? I would restart my channel for $1 billion. You know what? Never mind. I'll take one for the team on this one. I'll take this. Not $1 million. Not $1 million. For $1 billion. Hell, for 10 million. I'll start a new channel and abandon this one for 10 million. I'll become faceless and go somewhere else. Start talking from my diaphragm like I should, and not from my throat like I learned to while my hemorrhage was healing. It'll be fine. Cole VTuber? No, not VTuber. Maybe, but no. It's too much of an investment. When faceless works just as well. For me. For me. This is not shade at anyone. For me. For me. It's too much money in for not enough extra benefit out. The tags? I don't think I would use the tags. I mean, sure, I would use like one. I made my money back. I'm sure you did. But for me, it's like, do I need to spend the money to make the same amount? Because I don't think I do. I think I could get the same result without it, is what I'm saying. And I don't know if anyone's noticed, but for me, spending money just for the hell of it is not something I typically do. There are rare instances, but it's rare. Okay, this time there's a trap out here. What the hell do I do about that? Can I just not go this way? I don't know why I'm risking this. Oh, you just can't go that way. I did that to myself. That was me. Big ol' honkers, that would probably work. Big ol'... See, some people are gonna read that and they're gonna think titties. I know that he doesn't mean titties. Himbo VTubers are in. See, my mouth is faster than my brain, but I don't think it's quite to the point where I could fall under the himbo umbrella. Street Fighter-ish character with melons. I'm imagining. I wouldn't want Street Fighter muscle. Hold on. I'll show you. Mikkel, I got you. I'll show you what I would want. It wouldn't be Street Fighter muscle. You know what's way crazier than Street Fighter muscle? Check this shit out. Check this shit out, right? I got you. Someone in chat already knows what this is because the music plays so fast. And they're based. Mech with melons? No. We're not talking Street Fighter muscle. We're talking Tekken muscle. Look at these dudes. Look at them. This is when dudes question their sexuality. When a gym bro sees this. Look at them, they're huge. And they're shredded. It's like vacuum sealed. Definitely natty. Look at them. They're massive. They're crazy. JoJo muscle, okay, maybe. But if we're going fighting game, it's this. Also, this track, anyone? No one gonna say it? Bigger than that man's body. Look! 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 Just look at it! Just look at it! That. I want that. Me personally. What the hell is that, dude? Oh, actually, hold on. The martial law trailer. Hold on, there's a shot in here. I've watched this trailer a lot because I'm strongly considering playing a ton of Law when it comes out. Look at his shoulders. He has chest veins. Broly levels must be achieved. I'm not going to pull up Broly because copyright. But Jesus. The game devs won't come after me for showing trailers. The publishers for Dragon Ball will come after me for playing Dragon Ball on stream. You can see the chest fibers. Oh my God, exactly. Exactly. You can see the muscle fiber in his shoulders and chest. Gained 7 inches width in his back. He's way bigger than he used to be in this game. And I think it's great. He's huge. He's massive. I think I said literally yesterday that there are few things in this world that are greater than two insanely jacked dudes, like Tekken style jacked, just beating the shit out of each other, like battle to the death kind of beating the shit out of each other. Few things are more satisfying to witness in life, I say. Average Sam Sulek supporter. Okay, what key card now? Come on. But also hello Ghost. What WWE wrestlers? I never watched wrestling growing up or as an adult. I never got into wrestling, unfortunately. But The Rock, when he was young, was massive. John Cena in his prime, massive. Oh, for a second, I was looking out of my, like, the corner of my eye, but my peripheral vision is terrible in my bad eye. I thought the key card wasn't there. I thought it, like, disappeared. So now I have to go all the way back around. I can at least hit the elevator on the way back and get a checkpoint from it. That's nice. The Romans had the right idea. Genuinely. Just throw him in the Colosseum. That's what everyone wants anyway. I mean, nowadays, I mean, we kind of have that. We just have, like, fiction entertainment where just huge, like, peak fitness dudes try to kill each other. I mean, we still have the same concept. It's just, it's not real like it was for them. How do I get there? How do I get to the other side of the floor? I was like, oh, I just go around. No, I don't. How do I get there? Why you like AC Arena too? There's something inherently satisfying about the arena. Ah. Shit. I would volunteer if they brought it back. How many days until Tekken, by the way? Is it 9 days? That's too many days. Oh, also, False, you down to try another fighting game? Perchance, maybe one that's way more technically difficult and demanding than Street Fighter? No. Oh no, this goes here. What the fuck? Ryan said that CD Keys is selling pre-orders at like 40 bucks right now. It was worth a shot. Shit. I'm pissed that he said that after, what's it? After I had already pre-ordered mine like a week ago. Because CD Keys is one of the few like legit key sellers. Like that's one of the only ones that I'm like, okay, it's acceptable to use CD keys. Shit, how do I get there? Oh, wait. There's a floor above this. I refunded Street Fighter in my head. Hey, anytime. Anytime. All it takes is a little willingness to learn. Too many days before jacked men, bad fathers, and more. The bad fathers thing is very true. I'm totally regular of the chat. DS has his story prediction that he said to me, and I think his story prediction is spot on to the point where it's now my prediction. Hold on. The commander is located on the top level of this base. Thank you. His prediction is that June is back because she's gonna like cleanse Kazuya of his darkness. And so Kazuya is gonna be a good guy after this game, which is a bolder prediction. That one, I'm like leaning 60 to 70% into that prediction. The one that I'm like 90+% chance on is he said that Reina is gonna end up being a villain and she's gonna revive Heihachi. And I'm so like, absolutely, there's no way that that doesn't happen. Everything that we have seen about her so far, 100%. I haven't watched the Tekken show. It was Netflix that did it, right? Isn't it essentially like a Netflix adaptation of Tekken 3? From what I understood. Versus bad guy Jin. I don't think Jin will be bad either. I think they'll probably be allies, which would be crazy to see. A Tekken dad who actually doesn't try to kill his son would be an entirely new concept. But I would absolutely be here for a Kazuya and Jin team up going forward. I think it would be sweet. Isn't he bad because he likes being so? He's kind of bad because of generational trauma. Bastards. And no, I'm not even joking. Like, that's not me memeing. His father, when he was like 5 years old, threw him off a cliff and left him for dead. Here's your rundown on Tekken lore, if anyone needed it. When Kazuya was like 5 years old, Heihachi, and I shit you not, Heihachi was like the strongest fighter in the world, right? That's what he was known for. Best fighter in the world. He had this kid. Kid gets to about 5 years old, and he says, I'm gonna throw this kid off a cliff, and if he lives, he's worthy of being my son. If not, he didn't deserve to live. Kazuya lived, but Heihachi thought that he died. And so years later, Kazuya as an adult hears that Heihachi's holding a little fighting tournament and goes there literally just to kill him. And from that point on, the actual story of Tekken starts. Our weapons are ready. What does that mean, you son of a bitch? What? That's why the cliff meme? Yes. If you've seen the meme of Kazuya throwing Heihachi off the cliff in the first game, it's why. It's poetic justice that when he won the tournament, after he had knocked Heihachi out, sorry, he took Heihachi to the nearest cliff and threw him off. That's why. The worst part is I'd still beat his ass. But the other thing that maybe, I think it's supposed to contribute to it, but I don't know if it's ever like outright shown or stated to contribute to it, is that Kazuya's mother, unknown to Heihachi at the time they had the kid, was actually a demon. So Kazuya is half devil, which I think contributes to the evil a lot, if you ask me. It's why Jin is also like part devil. Have you seen the Tekken So Far video? Yeah, the, what's his name? Brian Cox. The one that they just did with Brian Cox as like promotion for the new game. I was actually planning on starting stream literally 5 minutes early on Tekken launch day, so that I could just play the video on stream at the start, because it's pretty much just a 5-minute rundown of like the Mishima bloodline history. And then I'll actually start playing the story and stuff. Because it skips a lot of like the lore, but in terms of like the bare essentials, it does a good job catching people up if they've never played the old games. Bro's like a bird parent. If the baby can't fly immediately, GG, it's it literally is. It's like, if this kid doesn't live when I throw him off a cliff, didn't deserve to be my kid. That's just how it is. Jesus, it's 4 o'clock already. I talked a lot today, didn't I? If the time zipped by me that quick, I must have talked a lot. What about Guilty Gear? I've never played it. Actually, that should be on the list. I've never thought of that before. My 3 are Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, and Tekken. Those are the fighting games that I play. Other than that, even with those 3, I'm super scrubby. I like to think that I'm pretty decent. I'm actually pretty all right at Street Fighter now. I managed to get Kanye up to platinum on Street Fighter 6 before I stopped playing. And I'll inevitably go back and try to learn more. But I did go from rookie level to platinum level on Street Fighter 6 in the span of like a month and a half or so. So I'm getting solid at Street Fighter. Tekken, the highest rank I've ever been on Tekken is Expert, which if you know Tekken, it's like rank 6 out of like 30 some ranks. So I'm pretty scrubby on Tekken still. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Never King of Fighters either. If you did enjoy, and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a sub. Come back another time. We're doing this. We're doing, I'm trying to think. What have we been doing? Armored Core 100%, Ace Combat games on the hardest difficulty, GTA 100%, Devil May Cry S ranks, all that sort of stuff. So feel free to come back for any of that. We will also clearly be playing Tekken in 9 days on stream, which should be a blast because I am like childish levels of excited for Tekken 8. I have talked about it every day on stream for the past 2 weeks, and that's probably not going to stop. When's the next Metal Gear stream? Soon. I don't have it specifically scheduled, but soon. I don't have one scheduled right now. I'm currently scheduled through... Today is Thursday, right? No, today is Wednesday, so I'm scheduled through Friday right now. I need to schedule the rest. Anyway. Also, if you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like on stream. Helps out a lot with algorithm and stuff, so I appreciate it. Thank you if you've done so already. Thank you if you're about to. If you're looking for more Metal Gear content, if there are any of the reviews that you missed in the pinned message of the live chat, I have the playlist for the review series linked. So 4 full reviews. The Metal Gear Solid one is genuinely one of my favorite videos I've ever made, and people seem to really like it, which is a good thing because that was a very long week of work. So I'm glad that people liked it. I'm glad that it came out so well. Check those out if you're interested. Other than that, though, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you all back here next time. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the stream, and goodbye.